and something. In this case, you are passing the energy. So be a good conductor of wealth and share the link on your WhatsApp status, share the link on your Discord groups, share the link, retweet. Guys, I'm not seeing retweets. I'm not seeing retweets, so don't be stingy. Oh. In short, if you not retweet, you don't let me swear for it. Everybody should go and retweet right now. As long as you're under the sound of my voice and you're listening to me, at least do one of these things. Either you retweet or you share the link to your friends, or I don't know, shall do something. Make sure you are part of the movement. Okay, so share the link. I just posted on my status. I just posted on the groups. Um, so yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Sir Khaycee, and I'm the founder of OPEX Institute. Like I did last time, I'll just state who I am and a few things I do. For those of you that are just joining the space, all right. So I'm the founder of OPEX Institute. I just got into Binance as a KOL, feed content creator. When I was in school, I didn't learn how to write, but in the Web3 space, writing literally gave me money, stupid bastard money. You know, I'm part of the founding team of Toast Punk, and we're literally building it together. I'm one of the top leaders in Africa because we have a lot of Africans on the project, a lot of Nigerians on the project, and I'm proud to say I'm one of the top leaders and ambassador of the project, and currently leading Rumblers Fight. I think we're meant to have the founder of Rumblers Fight here. I don't know if he's here though, but hopefully he will join us. Hopefully he will join us in the course of the meeting. So he'll just talk about what he's building for us. It's a very solid one, trust me. And I don't join rubbish. And well, I used to lead Nojiverse, but currently everything is on hold. And I think it's safe to say that nothing is literally happening on Nojiverse right now, but it doesn't mean that everything has gone crazy though. The founder still has the best interest of the holders. So you all just anticipate something sooner or later. Currently an ambassador for Bybit. All right. Um, if you've not created an account on Bybit, do well to create an account on Bybit and sign up with my link. All right. My link is on my bio. Okay. And start now. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. In short, okay, let me just finish. I'm also an ambassador for VetMe Token. All right. Big things coming on that project. Okay. You want to just hold a bag. I'm currently holding a very big bag. So anything will happen may happen. And finally, well, amongst other projects too, I literally am involved in a lot of other projects as well, one way or the other. But then finally, we have MechX, I mean MEXC Global. All right, I recently got signed as an official partner to MEXC Global Exchange. Okay, so you really want to sign up with MEXC. I think I'm going to pin that up here. Um, where is it? Where is it? So that's my link. You can sign up with the link. Now, here's the thing. For those of you that maybe you've been saving up to pay for one kind TA class somewhere, or you want to learn futures trading, or you don't know, you don't know how to trade on futures, you shall want to learn futures trading or something. Look, signing up with my Bybit link, all right? Sorry, what's this? Signing up on Bybit automatically grants you access to our futures and tech analysis class for free. We're teaching tech analysis for free. And when I mean teaching tech analysis, I mean, yes, the actual tech analysis that you pay $100, $200 for somewhere else. We are literally teaching from beginning till the end. You are learning all this stuff for free. So I don't know where you are running to again. We've trained more than 200 persons currently, and a good number of them are doing well. You know, and I mean, for free, though, we've trained a lot of persons in the past. But speaking of things for free, we've trained about 200 persons for free, and we're looking to train more persons to be very solid in the space. But all we ask is what you sign up with Sir Casey's link, and you get added to the group. You're not to pay anything. All right. The only thing is you just need to fund your account with as low as $20. $20, you can literally get $20. I believe that if you're moving into the tech analysis area, you should have your capital. All right. So in this case, I've saved you that money you use and pay for course. All right. So instead of using it to pay for course, just save it somewhere, and all you just need now is your capital. All right. The capital to start trading with. Okay. So just fund your account. Of course, after you've signed up with my Bybit link, you send me your user ID. You send it to me on WhatsApp. If you don't have my WhatsApp digits, you can send me a DM here on Twitter. I would um I would give you my WhatsApp digits after this meeting. All right. Now, you also get to learn futures trading, risk management, name it. All this stuff that you don't know, you get to learn it. Right, and you start trading. And for those of you that are down the job hunt line, it's not just enough you make money in job, because one thing with this job hunting, you're just compiling your funds. Although that's one way of making riches, to an extent. But a good number of persons love to invest their money somewhere or just diversified income and all. So trading is one thing you could actually venture into, but you need to be very, very solid in it. Like, understand it. Don't just take random signals. All right. I literally say this stuff. Don't trust any. See, even if the person is your father, even if it's your bro, even if it's your pastor, even if it's your the person has like the person was like, if this stuff doesn't go well, let just take my life, bro. Run, run, oh, because the day you do mistake and you trust, that day you're going to village. It has happened. I'm sure those of you that have been on CTNG and all, you've been seeing crazy stuff happen, whereby someone will drop a call and tell you, I put my life down on this stuff, or tell you that you should trust it, beating his chest, whatnot. At the end of the day, everything goes south, and it's not like the person is going to refund your money. The highest you get is what? Sorry. And if at all, say you even get the sorry, but some people will not even tell you the sorry. They'll start teaching you what they should have told you earlier, that you should do your own research. Don't trust this, that, don't trust this. That. It's after everything has gone crazy that they'll now start telling you all this stuff. But you, safe, mumu, yes, mumu, you started trusting somebody to take signal. Well, it's to me, I would say it's the best way to learn, honestly. When your account get blown like that, it's the best way and the only way you can learn. If you're in this space and you're a newbie, just get ready. One way or the other, your account will get blown. Yes. If your account doesn't get blown, you will not understand proper risk money. You will not understand all these things we are saying. It might still be gibberish to you. I don't think there's any trader out there that has not hit stop loss back to back. When Khaycee started, or more, that's 2021, or was it early 2020? It was back to back stop loss. But now we bless God for for constant practice and all. So that's not what we're talking about now. And also makes I think a lot of you have problems that you've signed up for Bybit before, and you signed up for Bybit before, and then you can't sign up with my link. Well, you can literally sign up with Mexi Exchange with my link. All right. I think it's currently on this space. When you sign up, the same process. Yeah, you fund your account, and you send me your user ID. All right, you fund the account, send me your user ID, and you get added to the group. Okay, so everybody is. I'm also trying to see if I can. I think what I'm trying to. I'm in talks with Bitjet, so at least everybody, no excuse now, all right? No excuse. I think I got a lot of DMs that they've signed up with Bybit in the past, and it's now a problem to an extent, and they verified, and you can't verify in more than one account, like the same person. So I think that's one way to help you guys, but it's going to be a stress on our end because the charts on Binance is different from the charts on Bybit, is different from the charts on BitJet, and also when it comes to taking signals, all those parameters, you really want to be careful because I fit tell you say, oh yeah, short ETH from 1,700, and our everything, all of us trading on Bybit, it will get to 1,700 and start shorting, but your own it might get to 1,698 and to never touch 1,700, and it will still short still because of course it's the general movement of the market, and you start feeling bad. So that's the problem we have with different exchanges, different parameters at times, like differences in few pips and all. So but we're just thinking of how we can correct all those stuff. So but yeah, everything should be good. Everything should be good. So today I'm hoping that everyone has shared. If you're here, you've not invited one person at least, bro. Go back and invite your family members. Like I said, go back and invite your family members. Go back and invite even that your enemy. All right, that's your ex. Go and tell your ex to come and listen to the word of God. Go and tell your ex, that she should come and listen to this. It's very important that she does so that at least may not be say you wicked. You understand? You're trying to help her life as well. That your brother that you're fighting with, that your friend that you nearly killed last week. I'm sure most we have ritualists in the house or crazy guys. Tell them to come and join the space. You yourself, I hope you're with your writing materials. I think we're taking long on the introduction, so let's actually go straight into what we have for today. Um, So today we're going to be discussing principles to what? Wealth creation. Principles to wealth creation. Permit me to quickly take my I think last week we're trying to explain um using what you have, or is it what is that we're trying to explain, yes, same principles to wealth creation, using your talent, how to use your talent and your gifts properly. And then I don't know if we finished it last week. I think we stopped at oh yeah, we finished it. Where the last point? Who can remind me of the last point? In the comment section. I don't know if you guys were writing things down, but let's not allow that to take much of our time, though. I think our last point was me talking about not mistaking what popularity for prosperity. All right, whereby you can start free. I mean, for those of you that have brands, for those of you that you don't even necessarily need to have a brand. Those of you in the Web3 space that maybe you're a mod or something, the fact that you're doing free service does not mean all your life you'll be doing free service. The fact that one of your friends told you, okay, this, that, or the fact that Khaycee told you that for you to enter this, that, you need to use free value doesn't mean you're going to end and continue with free value. So, um, let me, I'm trying to load this stuff. All right. Okay. Now let's start. Well, with our writing materials. Yeah, if you're literally with your writing materials and you're taking things down, let me see a reaction. Drop a reaction in. Sorry, just react. Let me see a reaction. Let me be sure that people are actually following me. I'm going through the audience now. Reaction, not comment to reaction. Just react. I'm seeing reaction from only Crimson. Crimson is prepared. Only Crimson is prepared. Only, you know what I did last time? It was, what did I do last time? I think I gave someone a scholarship because of the fact that he was the first to show that he was actually following. This time, I don't know. I may not talk. But then I'm seeing reaction from Ultimate. Only Crimson and Ultimate. Okay. Every other person has woken up. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Now, today we're talking on what? Principles to what? Wealth creation. Principles to wealth creation. What are those things you need to understand if you want to create wealth? The principles you must follow. This is part two. We started it last week, and this is part two. I think this should even be part three. Right now, number one, this is a very popular stuff we all must have heard, but I want to bring it back to our hearing. See, those of you that like giving advice, those of you that you love giving advice a lot, like, you can teach, you can guide, you can mentor, you can whatnot, and you are me and you know that your what you know is not tallying with your pocket. As big as your head is, as big as your knowledge is, you know, it's not tallying with your pocket. Brother, sister, something is wrong somewhere. Something is what's wrong somewhere. In this case, I doubt it's your village people. Mm-mm. It's not your village people this time. I don't think so, because your village people self. I think village people these days are so busy with other things. I don't think they have time to be looking after people like us that don't have money. What do you guys think? It's crazy, you know. But then start taking advices that you give people. Let it start reflecting in your life. When you tell, there's this saying in the Bible that remove the log in your eye before you come and start telling someone there is something in his eyes. Have you removed your own? Have you removed your own? Start taking advices you give people. Don't tell someone hunt, 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 hunt. Go and meet Dev. Go and do this. Go and now. I'm speaking to like those that are down in the Web3 jobs space. All right. I'm sure most of you here that are, at least you've gone far to an extent. You maybe have that push to start creating groups and putting your friends there and start, getting them to hunt. Maybe you guys have a kind of hunting party or a group. But in this case, you want to assume the leadership position and you want to just keep on pushing them to hunt. When you are sitting down in your house playing COD, or you are watching TikTok, or you are waiting for I think today is Elimination Chamber on WWE. Is it today? I think it's today. You are waiting for Elimination Chamber. You've not been doing anything since you just finished watching football match, and you've already tuned into wrestling channel. You want to watch wrestling, but then someone is asking you, how do I seal a deal with this dev? And you're telling the person, bro, just keep hunting, keep pushing. You think you are doing me, you think you are doing your friend, you are doing yourself. You are doing yourself. I'm going to be very, very harsh. No, not harsh. Very, very direct this night. I want to penetrate into that your head, and that I want to speak to somebody this night. You're telling that your friend, you go and hunt, you do this, do that, send dev this, send dev that. Or you are doing the opposite. You're doing the complete opposite. What is wrong with you? Because, like I said, it's not your village people. It's not your village people. Yes, Khaycee is saying it's not your village people. It is you. Trust me, it is you. Being a what? A knowledgeable broke man. I think we must have heard this stuff, must have heard this stuff um quite a couple of times. Maybe hearing, don't be a knowledgeable broke man. Bro, it's real, oh. Don't be a knowledgeable broke man. Nobody wants to associate themselves with people that don't have money these days. You maybe your friends, your circle, nobody has money there. You better help yourself. Help yourself. Now, case two, all right? I don't know who needs to hear this one, though. I don't know how many Christians we have in the house, but I'm sure you guys must have heard the story of Esau and Jacob. I've come to tell you this evening that you should what? Stop doing things like an Esau. Start using the Jacob strategy. Ah, somebody did not hear me this night. I said, stop doing things like Esau. Stop having that Esau mentality. Stop having that my today mentality. Start keeping and um cultivating the Jacob strategy. Jacob was not thinking of his today. Oh. Jacob was a very smart guy. Very smart guy. He saw opportunity. He grabbed. Jacob, Esau was like looking at it's the bear market. It's not bull market, it's the bear market. Let me just go and sit down. I've not eaten. I need to eat. What is there to be eaten? And he saw food, but that food costed him something. And what? He sold off his what? His birthright to his what? His younger brother, who is what? Jacob. Because of what? Food. 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 Food can kill most of us. I like food though. Normally, I like food. I think I sorry to say food is love language. I love food though. But the funny thing is, I literally don't eat much to an extent. I just once I've eaten one thing like this, I can just stay. I think sometimes I just eat like twice in a day or even once or something. Maybe twice in a day. Not because of the money is not there to buy food. Though. I can literally buy anything I want to buy. But at times the jobs there don't tire me because there's this hunger that I have that is insatiable. That even food cannot it cannot fill me. Food cannot fill me. I have that what? The Jacob hunger. I'm hungry for what is to come. I'm not hungry and I'm not trying to fill my stomach today. I'm sure most of us have that. You even use it to cruise at times. But some people take it serious too. Some people have ended their lives all in the name of cruise at times. Some people have see at times some of the cruise on social media. I would advise you take it as cruise. Nothing should make you apply it to your life. Please. Let it just be it's entertainment for crying out loud. The fact that someone like, okay, let me see food. Ma take guide today. Now who don't chop the face tomorrow. Bro? The fuck are you doing, bro? Now who don't chop the face tomorrow. What's that, fam? Okay, so after you eat today now, okay, fine. What if that tomorrow comes and you don't see it? Some of you give up easy. Some of you are not worthy of I don't even know of some privileges at all. If man were to be God, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank God man is not God. Thank God that man is not God. Number three. Number three. I think this number three was my first point when I started TFC. Or was it? I've forgotten. But I've said it before during the early days. Your mentality about money. Your mentality about what? About money needs to change. Your mentality about what? Money needs to change. My number three and number 4 point is kind of related. Now, let me quickly mention number four so I would explain and hit on them properly. It seems you guys don't understand it properly. Number four, shift your mentality from scarcity to abundance. Shift your mentality from what? From scarcity to abundance. Most of us, it is because of what we think. Some of us, what we think is actually what drives our, like, what is our drive? I mean, how will I put it? You have this scarcity mentality. I need you to change that mentality this night. I need you to change it after. I need you to change it after this meeting. Start having what? The abundance mentality. For out of abundance, I would take, and abundance would remain. Did you get what I just said? Out of abundance, I would take. Out of abundance, Khaycee would take. Out of abundance, Onyekachi Divine would take. And what? Abundance would remain. Say it to yourself wherever you are. You would take out of abundance, and abundance would remain. You will live in abundance. Whatever you would have would be in abundance, blessings, positive stuff. So what? Start having that abundance mentality. In essence, have that shift in mentality. Because it is when you have that positive mentality, it is when you start feeling positive about money, that is when money will come to you. Money is a spirit. I hope you guys know. Yes, they say it. Money follows. Money listens. Money has ears. Money follows who it's actually meant to follow. In a way. So what? Start having the what? The abundance mentality. Very necessary. Number 5. Some of us, our vision is very small. Yes, they keep on saying, I mean, yeah, it's one thing to have ideas, another thing to have execution means, another thing to have, resources to execute and whatnot. But have you even had the idea? What is your own idea? What is that vision you have? What have you started planning? Have you started thinking big? Or you feel like you can't think big? If you feel like you can't think big, yeah? You feel like you can't think big, bro, you can start thinking big. And it is even in that thinking big that you'll be forced to what? What's my next point? To make that next big, bold move. I mentioned my story, was it last week? How I started my finance journey, not even Web3, not even crypto, whatnot. My normal Web2 life. How I started, how I woke up one morning. I dreamt of it. I was thinking, even before I dreamt of it, the day before, I've been thinking about this stuff. I've always been thinking about it. How do I want to make money? And that mindset came, that idea came. I was like, I'm going to walk up to this big company. I'm going to walk up to Capricorn. I'm going to walk up to OP. I'm going to walk up to one of the big managers in Bybit. This guy is actually the leader. He was the CEO of OP here in Africa. And me and him was discussing it. You can imagine how crazy it is. See how life works. I was like, I was going to walk up to OP. I don't care. I want to work with them. That morning, 7 o'clock, I took up my BRT card because I didn't have, I think the fastest means to get there was BRT. Took up my card. Went to fill it up. We no get money that day. Borrowed money for it too. I took my documents, my NIN, ID card, whatever documents. I went straight to the office of the. They were like, who is this guy? Some of us, if we were in that kind of position, will be like, we'll call security. We'll say, security, come and bundle Khaycee out of here. Take him out of here. Who is he? He doesn't even, it's crazy. It's crazy. But then I was determined. Now understand something. I had already what? I already had a vision. I already had a plan. I already had the idea. What was left was what? The means to execution. And what? I started taking the bold move. I left that very early morning. I wasn't lying down on my bed waiting for what? Waiting for manna to fall from heaven. I made that bold move. And it all started from that day. That same day, I went to another company. I was not satisfied, though. I was like, till I get what I want to get. I had a very big vision. I'm going to start a very massive third-party institution finance sector. I was very determined that day, and I actually got what I wanted that day. Because what I did not go to the negotiation table as a hungry man. I did not go there to beg them. I went there to present business ideas to them. I I had nothing, but I had what? Ideas. I had nothing. I had no cash. I wasn't worthy of being there. Or what? I had the ideas. I had the plan. I had the vision. And I saw myself doing it if only what? I get presented the platform to actually do it. And I went there and they fell in love with my plan, with my ideas. And I was granted. Who would have known? That was how my life started. Before you know it, I started meeting different opportunities coming my way. Now, if I had not taken that bold move that night, if I had not made that decision that night, I don't think you guys will be listening to me here right now. I don't think we'll be having TFC. I don't think there'll be OPEX. I don't think most of you would have made your first million. I don't think most of you would have even been able to make money. Of course, I'm not saying you would have maybe met another opportunity in a way, but for those of you that have made millions just by coming in contact with Khaycee, I don't think all of those would have happened if Khaycee had not what taken that bold move. So are you going to take your own bold move today? Because you never can tell. Do you know that sometimes destinies are tied to our hands? The people's destinies are tied to our hands in a way that if you don't make it, those people, like, chances that they will make it is very slim. So you need to make it so that they can make it. I don't know if you understand what I just said. You need to make it so that some certain people can actually make it. So when you understand this kind of stuff, it should give you more reasons to keep pushing. When you understand that a lot of people are depending on you, but you don't just realize it yet. Very soon you would know. Thousands of lives are depending on you to make it first, so that they will see that light in you and you will bring them what? Out of the darkness. I don't know if I'm communicating with someone this evening, but if you know I'm actually, penetrating into your head this evening, I want you to take a screenshot of this current space and tell your friend that if they are not here, something is wrong with them. And if they are not, and if at the end of the year you still see we go again next year, tell them that something is wrong with them. In our next meeting, I'll be teaching us some crazy things we can actually do this year. Yes, I'll be teaching us some crazy things I actually plan to do, and some that you can actually do. Yes, I'll be teaching us some of those stuff. So, make sure you actually part in the next next week, right? I always want to see each and every one of you here. So quickly, let's keep pushing. My next point. What number are we now? What number are we? What number are we? What number are we? Hold on. I think we've said number 5. Yeah, being having a small vision. You should not have a small vision. You should have a very big vision. All right. Number 6. Some of us, yes, maybe we might have started doing some things actually bringing us money, but some of us are I don't know whether I should call it greedy. I don't know what I should call it. Some of us are we don't know how to appreciate the little that comes. Something happened the other day. Um, a student of mine, he sent something. He sent his how will I put it? His very first job, though. He sent his very first job. No, that was his third job. Or I think yes, that was his third job. So someone else that it happened 2 times in one day. In short, one night, 2 times in one night. Like a long that was last year. And they paid I think that guy that had his first job, he was paid $50 and he's to be paid $50 every week. The other one was paid $30, right? And he's to be paid $30 every week as well. Now, the next thing he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy. He was like he just accepted the job and it's not really what he wanted. This that I shunned him that night. I shunned him. I'm like, you're just starting the space. You are just starting. Little drops of water, they say, it makes a mighty ocean. So why not thank God for the little that you have right now? This stuff, if you keep on making, if you keep on making, see, you're even more better than people that they wait ages before they can hit one big pay. They wait for months before they can hit $2,000, if not even 3,000, 4,000, 1,000. It takes them months. But you that you are earning steady $50, why not even thank God? Then now strive for more. Hold that one tight. At least you have something that is taking care of your soap, your data, whatever you're spending. May you no go like may person no go there. That kind of crazy stuff. But no, you are feeling bad. What if God to choose to take away that job from you? You can kill yourself, Abi. Thank God for the little that you have. Thank God for that little one that you have and hold it tight. You all need to learn compound interest, the compounding formula. We have it in almost all sectors. We have it in the future sector. We have it even in the job on sector. We have it everywhere. The compounding formula, the law of compounding. You keep on adding to what you have. Keep on adding to it. Before you know it, an ocean is formed. Before you know it, before I ventured into trading full time, I made sure that I had stupid bastard capital. Not small. I made sure I had stupid bastard capital to an extent. Yes, I was still doing, but that time I was still doing like I was still coming up. I was leasing all those $100, $50, all stuff. I made sure that I had crazy capital before I was able to you know, jump into trading properly. I want to make profit from trading. And what if I had not compounded all my profit from the job space offering services? I mean, my very first pay in the space was $50. I keep on saying it. My very first pay in this Web3 job space, was $50, and that was from a shilling job. I shilled for someone, and the guy paid me 50. It was even $48. Yes, $48. Let's just say it. It's $48. Even that $48 before it got to a point I almost started swearing I almost cursed the guy because what I didn't understand DeFi at that time. I was so new to blockchain. He told me he had sent this stuff. He sent me BUSD. And me, I was refreshing my USDT stuff. I was refreshing BNB. On Trust Wallet. Is it Trust Wallet? Yes. You don't just see BUS. At that time, BUS was not just coming up. I think you needed to turn on the token before you can actually see it. But then I kept on refreshing USDT. I don't see anything. I was refreshing BNB. I don't see anything. Because normally my friend told me I should expect BNB. He told me, oh, Khaycee, they'll pay you BNB. I was now waiting for BNB. I was scrolling and refreshing and refreshing. He took like hours. I was like, bro, are you trying to mess with me or what? Imagine me we just start space. So I don't they give their voice. This guy was like, "Are you?" You was just the way you don't have the way that face. The way you look at that person, you be like, "Shane, is it one normal, sha?" Bro, I've sent you your money. Like, why you still disturbing me? Why you spamming me? I was like, what did you send? He said, I sent you BUSD. I was like, oh, BUSD. I wanted to ask him what is BUSD. Oh my god. But then the kind of spirit I have is I'm always curious. I had to go and do research on what BUSD was. I saw it was a token under that same Binance, but the way I'm seeing it, I don't know if it's Binance. I think CZ dropped. Anyway, let's not talk about all the stuff. Then I checked. I saw the money. I forgot that I was even disturbing the dev. I was so happy. I was like, wow. So I can see this kind of stuff. Now, what next? I did not just take out that money and go and spend it. It gave me see, there was this kind of new energy that entered me that night. I was like, oh my God, if I could make $50, Khaycee, let us plan. I started planning. I was like, if I could make $50 like this. So if I make steady $50, 4 units, 4 units, 4 units, 4 units, I've made 100,000, 4 units, I've made 200,000, 4 units, I was calculating the stuff. I was like, yeah, let's keep pushing. I kept on pushing. 4 units, boom. I made $100. 4 units, boom. I made it. 4 units, I made that dev that was paying me steady 1 BNB every day, 8 a.m. This guy would just beep me my Binance account. Once I just hear, bim, on my phone. I'll just wake up. 8 a.m. That was my alarm. You don't need to alarm that. See, if it was to be a normal alarm, Casey, I will not wake up. I know myself, I will not wake up. But in this case, the alarm was money. Bro, I had to wake up. If it's you, you will wake up. I had to wake up to confirm that the money had entered. I knew that I was expecting money, but then I had to like look at. I would open my Binance wallet. I would like let me confirm that this money is there. I saw it. I was so wild. I kept on pushing. I kept on pushing. I kept on building more opportunities for myself. I kept on paving way. I kept on. I was relating with this guy, and he was referring me to his friends. His friend was even paying double. His friend was paying me 2 BNB, 3 BNB. There was one that even paid me 4 BNB for the same service. But the thing was, for every friend he refers to me, he would now tell me I should reduce the price to an extent for him. But before he actually started referring his friend, I worked for him for about 1 full month. This guy pays straight up 1 BNB every day, every goddamn day. That was how my own wealth creation started. That was how it all started. It all started from what? Me taking that bold move that day. And here I am today. I've not still gotten to where I want to get to. The journey is still far. Don't ever get comfortable at any level you get to in life. Ever. It is very deadly if you try it. It is very what? Deadly. All right. That's number 6. Number 7. Number 6 points, in case you didn't get it. I said, try to be faithful in the little you get. All right. Cultivate the habit of compounding your profit. For they say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. All right. And number 7. Number 7. Number 7. Who wants to hear this? Who wants to hear this? Bro, most of us are we have this fear of failing. The straight points for this number 7 is being afraid of failure makes you even fail the more. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Being afraid of failure, I get happy when I teach this kind of things. It gives me joy. I feel like there's somebody I'm talking to. It's almost like I'm looking at you right here in the eye and I'm speaking these words to you because I know that you need it. Being afraid of failure makes you fail the more. A lot of us are so afraid of failing. I learned that I should never be afraid of failing because it is even in failing that we succeed. I keep on saying this stuff. Don't preach to me about success if you have not failed. Don't try it. I don't want to hear. I don't care how much you've made. I don't care. To me, I'll see it as luck. I don't want somebody that made it out of luck. Because luck is not everybody that gets lucky. I want something that everybody hardly like you can stand a chance, and which is what? Hard work and actually doing the right things, channeling your hard work in the right direction. It's like I always say, it's one thing to be hardworking. It's another thing to be you know, for your hard work to be channeled in the right direction. Because you can be hardworking and be doing rubbish, building nonsense. Building in silence, you're building rubbish. you know. So don't preach to me about success if you've not failed. I've failed a lot of times. I've failed a lot of times. I've failed a lot of times. That's why I am like this today. I have failed. You see, if I had not failed, I would not believe that there is something called failure. I would be teaching people that I would see. It is one thing to, how will I put it? I want to explain something to you guys, but its stuff is not coming. It's not coming. Oh my God, it needs to come. But what I'm saying, it is in failing that you even succeed. Don't preach to me about failure when you have, or should I, don't preach to me about success when you have not failed. You need to fail. Let us see that you have failed. So that when you're talking to us about failure, we know that, okay, yes, you failed. And because of the fact that you failed, we know that we are one step ahead to success. Take it, write it down. For every failure you make, it is a stepping stone to success. It shows that you are one step away from success, but you just don't know whether that success is still a bit far or whether it is near. In this case, it's like a door that you you're in a kind of room of different doors, and they told you that success it's in one of those doors. All right, but they didn't tell you which door it is, so you never can tell if it is the first door you would open or if it is the very last door. But you need to what? Keep on opening every door. For every door you open and you don't still see that Mr. Success, you don't still see that Mr. Success, it's someone you get disappointed, but yet turn that your disappointment into a push. Let it turn to anger. Let that your anger turn to what? Motivation. To what? Open that next door. I don't know who I'm speaking to this night. Turn that disappointment into what? A motivation. Whenever you get disappointed that a dev doesn't answer you, for those of you that are in job, turn it into what? A motivation to keep on what? Pushing. I've told stories whereby I've stayed for months without jobs. I've stayed. There was a time that I even lost all my jobs. That was when was that? That was I've lost. It has happened to me though, like a couple of times. But this one was around. This one was so crazy. Um, happened to me around early 2022. Yes, that was so bad. I lost all my jobs. No, no, yeah, that was ending. When was that? I've forgotten. But there was a time I was so down. I lost all my jobs, and it was so bad. But then I kept on pushing. I kept on, guy. I applied to hundreds of devs, hundreds of projects. I kept on pushing. For some of you today, when you apply to just 50 self, even what is 50? Just 10. You'll be like, wait, what? Wait till be this. Wait till be this. You'd be like, is it not still the same? When you'll be seeing Khaycee post, testimonies of your mates. Someone just smashed one Ethereum right now. Someone just got paid $150 right now. And you're like, what is the juju that person is doing? You don't know that it's consistency that is carrying that person. The person did not give up. I thank God for the lives of a couple of students in my academy that are a blessing to others. People like Kels, people like Caleb, people like Brian, people like Joy, a lot of them. I keep on pushing. They don't when you speak of hustling spirit, I don't know if you guys have met Caleb. I love that guy's spirit. One of my his name is Caleb. I love that guy's spirit. The way he hustles. The way he this guy can have money. Oh. He might have maybe one kind millions or whatever. But if you see the way he used to hustle back to back for giveaways, like small ones. But then when you accumulate all these wins, I think he posted that stuff on when I was like, how much have you guys made in 2022? Let me look for that tweet. I was like, how much have you people that have made money, how much when I don't make at all safe? Let me even check. And he was like, he made a good amount of money from winning Khaycee's giveaways. I think it was like he made almost this $750. I've forgotten how much exactly he said. But I was myself, I was surprised. I was like, oh wow. Convert that to Naira. That's a crazy that's crazy. And it's not like he's not making money in other things though. He has this spirit of consistency, this spirit of never giving up, this spirit of never wanting to go back to where he started from. Because he knows where he's coming from. Once you have that insatiable thirst for success, you see yourself doing stupid things. You see yourself going days without eating. You see yourself going days without sleeping. I told someone that one day I posted something, myself and Philip, the co-founder of OPEX. I was like, we're talking about something. I was like, when 4 days without sleep, because we've literally gone, I think my highest is about 50 hours. I've gone 50 hours without sleep. Uncle has gone 3 days, 72 hours without sleep. All in the name of looking for, I don't know, it's that bad. Is that crazy? Yes, we know health is first, but now, see, you need to be crazy at times. But you've not made money, oh. You've not made money, oh. But yet the way you snore more than people that even have money. The way you sleep, oh my God. The annoying thing, what even annoys me the most, is those people that literally have turned asking people for money to a hobby. I'll be awake grinding in the night. I'll be awake hunting and looking for my next million. You are literally snoring on your bed, and you have the guts, the effrontery, the audacity to enter my DM to ask you to send you 2K, even if it's 500. The way I look at people like that, I think it was the day I posted something, and someone came into my DM and asked me for money. When he saw that, so he deleted his message immediately. He was ashamed. I was like, yes, you should be. I saw your message. You should be ashamed of yourself. Someone in my position, I'm still hunting and looking. I'm hunting like a madman. You have not. You are just starting. Yet you are sleeping. You are sleeping more than me. I mean, it's me that's meant to be sleeping more than yourself. Me and you is meant to be sleeping. But yet, you have the mind, you have the guts to enter my DM to ask me for money. Are you not ashamed? Even when I don't have money, safe to enter people's DM to ask for money at times, I feel one kind. I don't know. I actually feel somehow. But then people have turned this stuff to a hobby. Come on, are you not tired? Even if I give you that money, sometimes I table it to people. I'm like, you see this money you're asking for, I can give it to you, and I can even give you more. But then I'll be doing you more harm than good giving you that money. Because tomorrow you will still what come back. I tried it. I was like, okay, sure, we should try it again. I gave this. It was actually a girl. I was like, sure, we should try it because I'm very. I don't look at genders at times. I can be very strict to anybody. It's just my lifestyle. Don't mind me. I was like, should we try it? She was like, let her just survive for that day. Let her go and eat at least. I was like, fine. I sent her money. After like 2 weeks, this girl came back. Good morning. She's like, the way she was greeting me, I was like, something's up. She wants to ask for something. After like 2 days or so, after greeting me back to back, commenting on all my status, the next thing, boom, went straight to the point. Please can I see this that my mom needs payment for this, that she's owing a lot of debt, or more. That day I was so annoyed. I literally blocked her. I blocked her. Why did I block her? Because she ignored the fact that I was literally after helping people to make crazy money, and she was after me even giving that money. I hate people that are after collecting fish instead of going after knowledge, instead of going after access, instead of going after learning how to fish. Perish that mindset. Perish that what? Mindset. Let's move forward. Let's not waste time. Time is going. Time is going. Time is fast spent. All right. I think this point, we've said it a lot of times. Number 8, be shameless in what you do. Be shameless in what you do. Be shameless in your hustle. Carry your hustle on your head. Carry your hustle on your head. I think I shared this story of there's this woman. She's on Twitter here. I don't know if she's even currently on this space. I just love her. The way she does her things. She literally sells tomatoes and pepper and all this chicken and all. On a normal day, you won't expect to see all this stuff online, like on Twitter here. But then the way she markets her stuff, the way she will come on Twitter Spaces and request to speak, and then start marketing what she sells. I was on Shei's space, no, was it Shola's space the other day? I saw the way she was marketing, and it's in that space. This woman literally made, if not 500,000 that day. I think it was even more. People were coming forth to help her. That is what kings love to see. When they see that zeal, when they see that that's passion. You love your hustle. They carry your hustle for head, bro. It pays. Some of you are saying, what would this person say? Eh, what would this person say? I mean, this person can see me on the road and see me hawking, and this person will start to insult me. They love you. They would help you. If they don't love you, they will laugh. Of course, people will laugh. It's the normal thing. Everybody cannot love you in this. Even as I am right now, there are some people that they don't like. They see, if everybody loves you, something is wrong with you. There's a problem somewhere. If everybody loves you, something is wrong with you. Be very careful if everybody loves you. Be very, very careful of it. Be very careful. It's a bad thing if everyone should love you. It's a very bad thing. Yes, I'm telling you, it's a very bad thing. Something's wrong somewhere. Somebody somewhere must hate you. Once somebody hates you, you know that your life is balanced to an extent. You know you are doing something right for somebody to hate you. Because it's so weird that you are doing something to help people and yet some people will still hate you. How? How? It's so funny. It's so what? It's so funny. I've been trying to get that tweet. I'm trying to get that tweet. I've not seen it. Okay, I've seen it. I just pinned it. If you check that tweet, you'll see the Caleb case I was talking about. The guy that he literally makes money in job like Web3 jobs, like what he learns from me and all, from the institute. But yet, let's just say 5K giveaway now. Caleb will be the first. He will be the first. People would still talk him down like, Caleb, don't you have money? Caleb, what is wrong with you? Why are you still? He doesn't even send. He goes, see, they do what they want to. Some people have pride to take part in giveaways. You'll be like, that they'll see me now, they'll start saying rubbish. More. If I win that giveaway, it's literally going into my pocket. It's not your pocket. I'm the one with the money. You're the one with the mouth. So keep running your mouth. I don't care. We're rounding up. We're rounding up. We're rounding up. That's number 8, yeah? Number 9. What's number 9? This number 9. I literally mentioned this number 9 before. Take this down. Take this down. Most of us, because of the fact that people always say building is secret. People literally say at times you need to filter the noise and build in secret that before you can make it. See, sometimes it's when you even tell people about what you do. It's when you announce to the world about what you're doing. That is where your prosperity lies. Let me tell you. Sometimes you need to open up and tell people, tell that brother, tell that next person that this is what I'm doing. Bro, that is where your own prosperity lies. Have you tried telling somebody? Have you tried telling that brother? Have you tried telling that sister about what you're doing? Because what? You never can tell. That is where your prosperity lies. But because of the fact that people are saying, build yourself, don't make too much noise, do it without shouting, do it that, or maybe people are like, you've been telling someone and they're shunning you. You say you now, went into your shell. You're and that person who is looking for the prosperity. It's not you. So why? For it is in speaking out that your prosperity even lies. Say a closed mouth is a closed destiny at times. Some people, they close their mouth and they are making money. Your mouth is closed, you not see money. Money, you not see. It's so funny. Why not open that mouth of yours and tell people, announce to the world what you're doing. Announce to the world what you're doing. But like I always say, at the same time, don't mistake popularity for prosperity. If you're going to have fame, if you're going to be popular, or if what you're doing is making you popular, if what you're doing is making you famous, let it tally with your pocket. If it doesn't tally with your pocket, something is wrong somewhere. You're being what we call a knowledgeable broke man. Last point, and we call it a day. If you have a vision, try to share it with people. Share it with kings. It's related to number 9. Share your vision with kings. Because at times, see, the thing is, big men, they love ideas. They love ideas. Some big men are looking for where to invest their money, let me tell you. So give them that idea, let them invest in you. And you say give them that return. There is return on both ends. It's a commensal stuff. You're collecting money from them, they're not being hurt. But yeah, like it's a kind of no, it's not a commensal stuff because two of you are literally gaining mutual, all this called is symbiosis in biology, mutual benefit, you know, between the two to organisms. In this case, una no be organism, I beg. Anyhow, let me drop this last one. Just let me drop this last one. Or this, let me just drop this two. Let's quickly take this down. No, like the I think this is 11 one. Sorry, Jesus. Oh my God. What the fuck is 11 one? This is the 11th one. Yeah. Um, if you're not try see in all you do, wherever you find yourself, try to always be what updated. It's either you evolve or you die. Yes, your death might not be quick. It might see slow death is even the most painful because when you start finding, you're like, had I known this that. Evolve or you die. The day you stop learning, you stop growing. I keep on saying this stuff all the time. I keep on saying this stuff all the time. The day you stop learning, you stop growing. The day you stop learning, you stop growing. If you are not updated, bro, you are slowly fading. You are getting outdated. Right now, you're seeing the things that's happening in the space. Those of you that are in the space, you're hearing of ordinals, you're hearing of blur, you're hearing of crazy stuff. Start understanding these things, so that when the big crazy stuff comes, the big things have never come. Is it not when the big things now come that you now start saying, I don't know how to go about this stuff. Learn how to run nodes. Those of you that are looking into airdrop, I don't know how to run all those stuff though, but if you know you are looking into airdrops, learn how to do all those stuff. Follow people that are into all this stuff. Stay updated so that you don't get outdated. So that you don't lose your touch. You don't lose if you're a person of value, if you're a person that shares value, you give value, bro. Try to stay updated so that your students will not how will I put it? They will see you as outdated and just leave you or something. I don't know. I try as much as possible to make sure that if I'm teaching you something, I've left that thing. I'm moving on to something new. Anytime I teach people something, it means I've left that thing to an extent. Like I'm not putting 100% energy on it. I'm trying something new. When I now try that something, when I now teach you, I'll leave it again. I'll go and try something else. Like I'm currently doing. Right now, I think I've shut down the access to the institute. Because what? I'm about to do something stupid, something crazy. I found something that works, but I want to milk stupid bastard money from it first. Let me be sure that it works before I can now go like boldly beat my chest and say yes, this stuff is a bastard strategy. I'm not the kind of tutor that I'll just come and say, I learned this stuff from this person. I've not tried it. I'm not an example of what I'm preaching to you, and I'll come and give it to you. No, I'll make sure that I am an example of what I preach. As I literally say, if you're not an example of what you preach, don't preach to me. I don't want to hear it. That's not related. If you have not failed, don't talk to me about success. If you're not example, what don't talk to me about us. I don't want to get it. I don't care how much your cost is. I don't care. I don't care your. I don't. I want to see. I want to see you like you're literally a product of what you preach. And lastly, learn to run away from distractions. Learn to run away from distractions. Know when to build walls. Know when to build bridges. Know when to build walls. Know when to build more bridges. You all know the concept of building walls. You know the concept of building bridges. Bridges what? Bridges help you connect to another road, right? It helps you join a path. It brings two roads together. It links two different road. It serves as a kind of access to whatever you can call it though. But walls serves as what? A demarcation between what? Those roads. So know when to build a demarcation between you and someone, and know when to emphasize on building a more solid bridge between you and that person, that friend that is always distracting you, that has nothing to offer you and has nothing to offer you. Two things: either you abstain from that person completely, or you abstain from that person, become a badass, then you can now go help that person's situation. That's literally what Casey would do. Me, the second one is what I literally do. I would have stayed from you. I'll go and build myself. Then I can now come back and help you. Then two of us can now continue rolling the way we should roll. That's me. But God forbid that me and you don't get money, we won't come broke together. I'll now still be shout and laughing with you. And never happen. Those people that impact positively into your life, those people that adds value to your life, hold them tight. Don't ever do anything to lose them. I literally see, there are different kinds of values, though. There are different kinds of values. It could be character wise, like I always say, it could be finance wise, all right? Because wealth is not just in finance. Understand that wealth is not just in finance. So it could be character wise. It could be see if you see someone that I think I explained this stuff that your lecturer is a very wicked man does not mean you should say this guy is wicked. I will not. Oh man, you need to love that guy in order to pass his course. You need to love him in order to pass that course. Yes, you need to love that guy in order to pass that course. Because if you notice that you know the power these guys tend to like show that they have, all these lecturers. You know how crazy some of them can be. Understand all these things. Understand when to build bridges. Get what you want from that lecturer. When you've gotten it, hey, you can decide to build up a wall. You can decide to break the bridge. You can decide you can always break bridges without even building walls. Just stay away from the person, you know. And then maybe later, you guys can find a way to circle back to yourselves. So I'll be stopping there today. Lastly, focus on your growth. It is very important. Focus on your growth. All right. Start making bold moves. Start taking risks. If start resisting procrastination. Start moving fast. But make sure you have direction. It is one thing to be very fast. It's another thing to have direction. You can be fast. You can be moving fast and just be moving aimlessly. You are running. You're on the high speed. You don't even know where you're going. You're just going. So try to have direction. It is very necessary. Don't be like a scalar quantity in physics and further maths. Be like a vector quantity. You have magnitude and you have direction. So I hope with everything I've said, someone has been blessed tonight, and someone would have a shift and already has a shift in mindset tonight. And I hope you actually share this, because this is recorded, so you can actually share the link with that your friend that maybe um, was not um, able to join. Oh, I think I'm seeing some bosses in the house. I'm seeing Joe. I'm seeing Paula. So, like I always do, let's bring them up if they have anything to, share with us when it comes to principles to wealth creation. Because anyway, now we want to share make wealth this year. I just sent you the speaker invite, Joe and Paula. Um, you guys can come up and you guys can come up and come and pour out to us in the next 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I don't know. Muna come up, oh, if not we'll fight you. Your idolos don't want to come up. So please come up and okay, Joe is up. Joe is up. Joe, what's up now? Can you hear me?
How far are you? What's good?
Yeah. Sorry. This echo.
Me, I just joined to learn. Oh. I wanted to tap from your blessing, from your wealth of knowledge.
What do you want to learn again? Which kind of words again you want to make? Are you
I want
whining me,
to
bro? Are
tap
you
from
kidding me?
you, bro. You're my tutor. Have you forgotten? You're my tutor, man.
Or but do you have anything to pour out to us? Like anyhow, just pour something to us.
You have said it all. Oh.
Wait till with this.
I've said it all as well. So the thing is, I'm not prepared, and I don't know. Me, I'm just going to say I don't know. There's nothing to say honestly, but I feel like consistency, consistency when it comes to wealth creation. Um, Constantly doing something over and over and over again, and understanding that most of the ideas that you get to wealth creation sometimes are not meant to be implemented immediately. Most of the times, it's usually like over a stretch period of time, over like years, right? Sometimes maybe it could be like in 5 years to come, it could be in 3 years to come. The ideas that are dropped into your head most of the times are not to be executed immediately. If you can be consistent and making sure that you execute every of your plans carefully to a point where you are able to execute each plans that come into your head to, I feel like, to an 80% level of like the plans or how you viewed it. It's always going to help you a lot. So, but overall, I think what I just want to drop for you guys here is that most of the time, the plans that you have, right, or that the ideas that come into your head most of the times are not to be executed immediately, but over a stretch period of time, which can only be achieved by what we call consistency. So, a major key to wealth creation is consistency. So that's what I'm going to be saying. I didn't prepare for this. All right, guys.
Oh yeah, no.
So yeah,
Thank you
now
so much, Joe.
thank you so much, Joe.
So you guys should write that one
So you guys
somewhere.
should write that one
And
somewhere, and
our tradition, go to
our
the comment
tradition. Go
section,
to the
and
comment
everything you've
section,
learned,
and
right?
everything you've
Type
learned,
it in the
right?
comment
Type it in
section.
the comment
Everything
section.
you've learned, type
Everything
in
you've
the
learned,
comment
type in the
section.
comment section.
I would appreciate you
I
do
would
that.
appreciate you do that.
Um,
Um,
Paula doesn't want to speak.
Paula doesn't want to speak. Oh,
Okay,
okay,
okay, she's up.
okay, she's up.
Paula, is your network
Paula, is
failing
your
you? What
network
is wrong?
failing you?
What is
What is
happening
wrong?
in
What
Abuja?
is happening in Abuja?
Can you hear me, Paula?
Can you hear me,
Yeah,
Paula?
I can hear you. My network is actually very bad. Like I'm not really doing anything. But good evening, guys.
We are now
Oh yeah, now pour out
from
to us from
your massive
your massive
stream of wisdom and
stream of
knowledge.
wisdom and knowledge, everyone.
All right. Good evening, Drew. My boss. Good evening, boss Casey. So the principle to wealth creation. Um, I think okay, this particular space this should be like the first time I'm attending, but then I know that there was one time. Oh, I don't even really. I'm not going to say much, obvious, because I mean, there's not much to say. I joined in late, but I'm sure Sakisi have spilled out a lot of things already. So I'm just going to drop one or two things based on my observations, right? And the main reason everybody is currently up by this time on this space is because we are looking for one way or the other to be wealthy or to create wealth for ourselves. Now the first thing you want to understand is just like the topic says, and wealth creation, it's not a one time something. It's a steady process. It's a process that you have to undergo. You have to go through, steps by steps. And then I realized that a lot of us currently are looking to, like, just jump into one big deal, and that's all. But then even as you are trying to do that, there is still one very common thing I've noticed among most of us, most folks, and that's something that something that happened to me when I was coming to the space. When I wanted to learn DeFi, I never really, when I first made my first profit in DeFi, it was not intentional. It was like, somebody just told me buy into this thing, and I was like, okay, how do I buy? And it was like, give me access to your wallet, and I would help you buy. I gave access, they bought for me, I made profit, and I was like, okay, so people can actually buy and make a lot of profit. So that was when I started making research. But then when I started making research, what came to my mind was, oh babe, don't jump into what you don't know. Learn it, finish. When you're done learning it, start making money from it. That was what I told myself I was going to do. So I started trying to master DeFi. Right, I started trying to master DeFi, and in the process, I heard about when I was trying to learn DeFi, I was, because I came in through crypto jobs, so I was already doing my jobs. Now I met a friend that told me about synthetics, trading, and I started learning trading as well. So now I went halfway into learning DeFi and I paused that one and I went into learning synthetics, right? Because now when I was trying to do synthetics, I was trying to master trading. Now I was trying to master, being a very, very good SMC trader or something. Then I might now, start trading. I was just trying to master it first. Now that was the problem. That was like a mistake I made. Along the line, I realized that you notice people that don't know half of what I know, they were making bastard money. They were making money. They were making so much money, right? And when I started asking questions, I realized that it was just one thing they were doing. They were learning and practicing. For example, this person learns how to make research on pre-sale tokens, and then the person goes to make a research on a pre-sale token, and then decide to buy maybe like a very, very little amount using what he has already learned, right? And then the person makes profit. But then myself, I'm not making anything because um I'm not even trying to practice anything. I don't know, I feel like I've rogued. Can you guys see me?
No, you're good to go.
Okay,
I can
okay.
I can hear you.
I thought I read. Anyways, this person is practicing, but then I'm not practicing. I'm there, and then one thing about learning, when you keep learning and learning and learning, and you're waiting for when you are perfect. You notice that most of the things you learn at the early stage, you no longer remember them later on, right? Now that's because you're not practicing it. The best way to become good at anything is, immediately you learn this one. Once you're done with this one, get into it immediately. Start practicing it. That's the best way to. And then you now realize that the money start coming in. You start making profits from it. You start making moves, right? Basically, that's what the taking action part is. I mean, for example, you are seeing a lot of things coming on the TL. People are talking about a narrative. People are talking about, for those of you that are into maybe NFTs or DeFi, you might be hearing people are always talking about Arbitrum plays. You don't really know anything about it, but then you are waiting. Okay, no, I'm still learning about Ethereum plays. I would wait when I'm done with this one, or I'm still into Solana plays or BSC plays. When I'm done mastering this one, I'll go to. Before you get to there, the money is no more. Is no more there, right? So one of the things I've realized is action. It might not really necessarily be in DeFi or in trading or whatever you're doing. It might be in other aspects of life. Maybe you have a business, right? As you're learning something, be putting it into practice. That's a mistake I personally made, right? I felt okay. I would say I lost a lot of I lost a lot of money, right? A lot of opportunities because I never took actions. I was patiently waiting for what's not coming. And then another thing I would even talk about is the fact that um a lot of us, we are trying to okay, a lot of us we are trying to come into the space and become better, and then you see somebody doing certain thing, right? Maybe you get a mentor, and then this mentor is always doing a particular thing. The mentor is always maybe for you to actually get a mentor in this space, the first thing I even feel you should look out for is if you actually want to probably be like this person in this aspect, right? So you're trying to be that person. Now when this person is talking about, if I personally, what you are doing is what I'll be doing, imitating you basically. If you're posting on Twitter, I would come on Twitter and post you. If you're trading, I would trade too, because I'm new. I want to actually do what you are doing because I'm you're my mentor because you are better now. I feel like there's every need for you to do what your mentors do, instead of just listening to it, right? So people can say things that they will not even do. People can say things that are not true, right? So the best way to even make the most out of anything is to do what these people do and not what they say. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people cap. Trust me, a lot of people cap. They say things that are not even possible, right? So if they are doing it, follow it. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to imitate. But not every teacher. You know how to filter. You know how to filter it, so you don't end up saying I got this from Paula, I got this from Paula, right? Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like for you to actually create wealth, not just make money, because trust me, even in this Web3 space, I know a lot of people, a lot of persons that have made $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, but it's a one-time thing. Call these people today, they cannot make this money again. It's a one-time thing. That's it. A lot of people that currently living in past glories. They made a particular figure some months back. Today the money they are feeding on is the money they've made back. They can only tell you about their experience then, and not the current experience they are having, because they don't even have anything, right? So in as much as you're the money you're making, right, you can make very very huge amount of money, but trust me, so long as you don't know how to you don't have financial education, basically that one is going, definitely as it's coming, that's how it's going. You might think you know what you're going to do, but it will go. And then even if it doesn't go, you might not even know how to make the money. The goal here is not to make this money, it's to make it continually, right? If you're making it today, you should be able to make it tomorrow. If you're making it tomorrow, you should be able to make it next tomorrow. If you're not able to, make it consistently, that I don't know what you're doing, right? So in as much as you're trying to make money, there is every need for you to also learn how to make money continuously, right? What else? I feel like take less things seriously on this place. You don't need to listen to everybody. If DeFi is what you came for, stick to DeFi. Possibly mute people that are posting $100,000 profits, people that are posting $1 million profits on technical analysis, sorry, on trading on futures and forex. You don't need to see these things. This is not what you're coming for. You have to focus. Trust me, you can make life changing money from any of these things. Is it trading? You will make a lot of money. But then if you're a trader, if you're a forex trader, and then all the status you are viewing are from DeFi traders, you start thinking, Abi, should I go to this place? Maybe this one and the papers, right? I'm not saying don't try things. Try everything. Not the one that your strength is for. Not the one that you can actually stand on. The one that you can actually carry. But then when you decide to pick this lane, this is what I want to do. Focus on it. Leave every other thing. If this person is oppressing you too much and you feel like it's affecting your mental health, if you have to block them, block them. If you have to mute them, mute them. At the end of the day, right? The main aim here course, right, and to be profitable at a particular thing. I don't even know. I hope this helps, because this was like I just came to listen to my boss speak, but then yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you
That's
so
that's what
much.
they
That
talk. But
that's
they
what
don't
they
know. They
talk.
don't
They
know.
don't know. They
Before you know
don't
it,
know. Before you know
like
it,
they don't.
like they don't.
10 minutes,
10
15
minutes,
minutes.
15
They're still
minutes.
pouring and
They're still
dishing out. If
pouring
you're
and
allowed to keep
dishing
on
out. If
talking,
you're
you
allowed to
should
keep on
literally keep
talking,
on
you should
talking.
literally keep on
But like
talking.
I
But like
appreciate you
I
for that.
appreciate you for
I mean,
that, and I mean,
that's the qualities of
are the
someone
qualities
that
of someone
is
that is
worthy of being
worthy of
followed.
being followed.
When you
You
can
know,
literally call
when
them
you
at
can
any
literally
time
call
and
them at any time, and
they'd always pour
they'd always
words
pour
of
words of
motivation or what. Can you
motivation
guys hear
or
me?
what. Can you guys hear me?
Am I
Am I
clear?
am I clear?
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay, okay,
Okay, okay.
okay. All right.
okay.
So thank you
All
for
right.
that,
So thank you
Paula.
for that, Paula.
I really appreciate
I
you. I
really
celebrate
appreciate you. I
you. I love
celebrate
you.
you, and I love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Joe has
you.
left.
Joe has left.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
We have
Oh, okay. We have
um Wolf of Crypto, Wolf of Crypto
Wolf of
Streets.
Crypto
Bro, are
Streets.
you there?
Bro, are
You
you
want to
there?
add
You
something?
want to add something?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, Sir Khaycee. Good evening, Paula, and good evening to everyone in the space. I want to drop. I'm echoing for some reason. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I wanted to drop some tips that have personally helped me because personally I like being as practical as possible because I like using my experiences to like teach people. Starting off, when I just started this stuff, when I just started like trading this stuff, I understood the fact that I understood the importance of having of like appreciating baby steps, like appreciating a process that works, like whatever works for you. It doesn't really have to make you this big amount of money at once. Just that these days, these like influencers, they like call like this high amount of money and they like post their profit and losses to like build engagements, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Whatever works for you, but this stuff that these newbies, people that are just trying to start building weight, when they come online and they see this like high profit and losses, see this high portfolios, see this stuff like that, see these predictions and stuff like that, or how much people have made, they start having this. I don't know if I should call it an unrealistic expectation, but a very, very high expectation when they are just starting off, when they are just in their learning processes. So just like if you are able to like be part of a process that made you $50, that made you $50 without having to like do anything bad, you actually worked hard and you earned $50 from it. Be it an airdrop, like people earn like $100 from the Coin Gecko airdrop that just happened, the ACX airdrop that just happened. That's like something. The $100 might not be the big amount, might not be the big PNL you see on Twitter and stuff like that, but it's also something. It shows that this process works. This process you are doing, if it's airdrops you're chasing and you're actually making small amounts of money from it, shows that this process actually works, and this process that was able to like give you this small win can give you a very big one. I'm speaking based on experiences. This process that actually gave you a small win can give you a very big one in no time. So don't feel down. I would like see people, if I give a call, if I give a call on like my telecom or something like that, I'll see people like saying that, yeah, I made 200%, but I just used $50 or something like that. But like, calm down, stop talking like that. You made this amount of money, you've learned how this process works. You've learned how I was able to like do this stuff, and you were able to like repeat it for yourself. You are learning something, you have the skill. Some people like just come into this space and they'll be hopeful that, let me just like buy this token, let me just buy this project or this token that just like does 100x and I'll be financially free and stuff like that. It might happen, yeah. Crypto rewards people that are consistent. So one day you might just be lucky and you just put your money somewhere and it actually gives you the 100x that you have been like praying for. And but if you do, according to what Paula said, I really liked when Paula emphasized that fact. If you don't have the skill to like repeatedly do this, do what happened already, you will still spend all of that money and you won't be able to repeat the process. You'll probably be gambling and you would even lose more of that money you've made already gambling because you don't understand how to like create weight. You don't understand how to multiply weight. You don't understand how you didn't deserve the money you made in the first place because you don't understand how I I hope people in the space gets my point, but have the skill, the money will come. Just have the skill. I see a lot of this arbitrum plays, this blood, this stuff, and you see it on your TL. I know most times I was even intending on making a tweet about it tomorrow. I know most times some of these people that are just new in the space, they say all these things like they are very vigorous or very vague as fuck. So to just like maybe it's for people that are advancing this. But these stuffs are not really hard. But you just see it as a longer process, like how would I use Oreo swap? How will I use some of these dexes? You don't try at the end of the day. You don't try to do this stuff because you see it like a very hard process. But trust me, if the process looks hard, creating weight is hard. It's inherently hard. If anybody tells you that to create wealth, like true wealth, like to be truly worthy, that it's like an easy process, it's like it comes easily, that's completely false. Like push that person away from your life. It's a hard process. Like to make money, to make any amount of money is hard. You don't make money that you would appreciate just like chilling and sitting down and just feel that money come. Explore this stuff. Don't just see people saying arbitrum plays. Yes, probably you don't have the capital or you don't know how to do this stuff, but understand how it works. Get the knowledge. Probably someday the capital will come, but you have the knowledge, you can apply this stuff. And another thing I wanted to put out, put yourself out there. Whatever skill, I think I've said this on the last episode of the space. Whatever skill you have, whatever skill, whatever you can do, put it out there. Like your Twitter profile is like a more, a, it's like a less complex. type of your LinkedIn. It's like people come to your Twitter profile to see what you do, how it can be helpful to them. Trust me, thank God Elon Musk added this impression stuff. You'll be surprised that the amount of people that actually like view everything you post. Like, I'll be surprised when I see some of my tweets. I see like 5,000 impressions, 6,000 impressions, 7,000. That means at least 3,000 people saw that. And if you are putting yourself out there, you will meet the right people. The right people will connect with you. If you know how to do this stuff, like Sakesi mentioned the tomato woman. If you know how to do anything, don't be ashamed. Like, don't be ashamed to make money. Like, if you know how to do graphics, if you know how to do anything online, offline that is actually like that is actually like valuable, that can actually like offer value to someone else, put it out there, let people see it. That's why it's called the social media in the first place. Don't be silent. Don't work, scrap that mindset that you're supposed to build in silent and stuff like that. Don't build in silent. Be loud with your hustle, be loud with whatever you are doing, be loud as fuck. Let people know that you can do this stuff. And lastly, take advantage of opportunity, because time and opportunity are limited as fuck. Opportunity comes but once is actually a very valid statement. Like, if you miss an opportunity, you probably never get it again. You might get other opportunities, but you probably never get the opportunity again. And time is like more valuable than any amount of money. Like, there are people that are very old right now that would offer you any amount of money to just be your age. Like, just be that young again so that they can enjoy their money all over again. That's how important time is. Time is very important. Today is gone. It's gone. Like the 14th of the today's date, like gone forever. It doesn't come back anymore. If you weren't able to like do anything today, you can't get today back. That's how nobody gets it back. Whether you are rich or you're poor, you don't get today back. So every hour, every minute is valuable. Like, find a way to like learn something. Like, if you have spare time, I don't really like putting these theories out there because everybody's life is different, but if you have spare time, you have time like to spare, learn something new. Just learn something new. You don't have to like practicalize it, but just have the knowledge, because that knowledge might be very valuable to you in the future. And if you have opportunities and you have actually checked out the opportunity that you checked out and it's actually a good opportunity, take advantage of it. Like, take advantage of it. Like, you might probably never get that opportunity again. And please, one I said last thing, but I just wanted to add this. Don't like, if I the reason that's the reason I if you scroll through my Twitter feed, I don't usually do like giveaway stuff and stuff like that, because I feel it's not like it doesn't agree with the way I think. I don't think like that. Like, don't be that person that is always like asking for stuff, asking for money, asking for stuff. Like, ask for the knowledge, ask for the skill. Like, how did you do this? How did you make this money? Like, it's better you know how to make this money than me giving you $100 or $50 or $10. That wouldn't do anything for you. But if you knew how I was able to like make this stuff in the first place, that would be more valuable to you. So most times, just scrap this mentality of like chasing this giveaway stuff or asking people money that DM. Learn, like, preferably if you are to like DM somebody to like ask for something, ask for the knowledge. The knowledge is more valuable than the money. Just that these days people just attach so much values to like figures, but people don't really attach value to knowledge. So please, if you are going out there to like network with people, don't start asking people for money. Like, it irritates people that actually have the money, because people that actually have the money, they have it because they asked for the knowledge, they asked for the value instead of chasing the figures. If you have the knowledge, if you have the value, if you have something that is valuable to people, that people can actually benefit from, the money would come naturally. It's cause and effect. So learn something today, take advantage of opportunities, and I hope whatever I've said so far is like helpful to somebody on the space. Thank you, Sakis.
All right.
All
Thank you
right.
so much,
Thank you
Wolf
so
of
much,
Crypto. I
Wolf
don't know.
of
My
Crypto. I don't know my.
Tsunami had my Twitter
So
the
now me and my Twitter the hang.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
For
so
the
much. For the
impactful
impactful
words. I mean, it.
words. I mean it.
Well,
Well,
well, I don't tire to the talk.
I don't tire to the talk.
Crypto and
Crypto
taxes.
and
What's up, bro?
taxes.
What's up?
What's up,
What's up?
bro? What's up? What's up?
Yes, thank you for letting me speak.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
you please put your sound off because I heard myself double. Yes, perfect. Thank you. So I'll first give a brief introduction about myself. So I have two crypto companies. One's that is focusing on consulting and helping with taxes and crypto, and one that is editing YouTube videos for crypto protocols and crypto influencers. So that's where my experience comes from. And I wanted to say that most of these Twitter spaces, people say a lot or speak a lot, but they don't say anything. And I think what listeners want is some practical advice. What can they do right now that would improve their life in the upcoming days, months, and years? So, my advice would be the first thing is that you need to surround yourself with successful people because you are the center of the people that you work with. You will automatically be more successful if you choose to hang around with successful people. How can you hang around with successful people? You do that by going to conventions, meetups, and getting to know them, but also by offering free services, just offering free help anytime that you can. Because once they start valuing you, you will get paid. You will have to be working for free until you're good enough to get paid for it. That's as simple as it is. And network is just the most important. And also, you have to understand the fact of giving. So you can't become rich by yourself. You need to build a team because you can't obtain all the knowledge just by yourself. So get a network and find a team of friends, a team of professionals that you can specialize in a certain aspect in crypto. The best thing is that you can just find a hole in the market, so where there's a need for help, and there you're going to offer your help. So that is the main thing that I want to say. Network, getting a team around can be online, can be physical, but you also need to step up and speak the way I'm doing right now. Share your knowledge, share what you have, so people can reach out to you. People know what you have. And as last, because I really wanted to have it short, because I guess most of you don't have a lot of time. You just want to have fast, practical advice. So the second part that I want to give is pay attention to who do you follow, because actually most of my most wealthy clients that sometimes make 500,000 per year validating cryptocurrencies have less than 100 followers on Twitter. My most impactful, most rich people that I follow have less than 100 people on Twitter. There is also people that I followed that have maybe 20,000, 30,000 followers on Twitter, and they focus on NFTs and they don't own any NFTs. I know that they don't own NFTs because they are my clients. So people that have a lot of followers on Twitter might just be influencers and might be scammers. Do your research. If somebody doesn't have a lot of followers, like my personal account, I'm not saying that you should follow me, but I personally don't have a lot of followers. But there is a lot of people that do have a lot of followers, but they add zero value. You can see their posts, and you will figure out that if you ask them any specific questions about crypto or NFTs, they can't answer it. I was in a spaces last week where a guy with I think 40,000 followers still believed that the US dollar was backed by gold. I was like, this is general knowledge that since 1970 they went off the gold standard. And this was a crypto influencer that he went full into Bitcoin because he didn't believe in this. And I was like, how can you have 40,000 followers and not know this basic information? You're a trader and you don't know that the currency that you're trading is not backed by anything. So that is what I can also really suggest you to do. If you are having a follower that you have your doubts whether he knows where he's talking about, ask him a specific question about where the area he influences in. And if he can't answer that, you just simply stop following him because he's just a fake influencer. So really do your research, get your network, get your right friends, and good luck. Have fun. And as I heard earlier, just enjoy the baby steps. And that is true. Like every step that you're improving yourself, Every day, you need to be better than you were yesterday. Thank you for listening.
Wow. I'm not sure you guys heard that stuff he said. At first, okay, he said
People are
he said a lot of
saying,
people are saying are actually talking, but they're not saying anything.
People are talking, they're not
People are
saying
talking,
anything.
they're not saying anything.
Bro,
Bro,
I mean, that hit deep.
that hit deep.
Fine.
Fine.
The next
Fine.
one.
The next one.
For Alpha,
For
see,
Alpha, see, how many followers I have said?
You ever should come and ask me
You ever should
questions.
go ask me
I
questions,
don't say
though.
it.
I don't do anything.
Oh my god,
Oh my god, but
point is,
like
that
point
was actually
is
deep, though.
that was
Like,
actually deep, though. Like
I think I've said this stuff.
I think I've said this
I
stuff
think I've said
countlessly.
it.
I think I've said
Know who
it.
you're following.
Know who you're
Know
following.
who, even
Know
if you
who,
are
even
following
if
this
you are following
person
this person
because of you want to make him
because
your
of you want to make him
mentor,
your
or you want him to
mentor or
impact
you
in your
want him to
life.
impact in your
Well,
life.
see, when
See,
picking mentors,
when
you need to
picking
be very
mentors,
careful.
you need to be very careful.
Because like I said,
Mentors will not just
in you
impact in
financially.
you financially.
But also, like,
You would also
over
like
time, you see yourself,
over
you start
time
being
you
like
see
that
yourself you
person.
start doing like that
People be
person.
like,
People be
this
like,
person is,
this person
he reminds me of this
he
person.
reminds me of this
Actually
person.
doing
He's
like,
actually
and you
doing
now
like,
find out that
and
he
you now
actually
find
learned
out
one
that
or
he
two
actually
things
learned one or two things
from that
from
person. He
that person.
idolizes
He
that person.
idolizes that person. And
You know, be like, oh,
you know, be like,
no wonder,
oh, no wonder,
he does like
no
this
wonder
person.
he does like this person.
Sometimes people,
Sometimes people,
this
I
person
hear things
sounds like
like this person
Sarkis.
sounds like
This person
Sarkis.
has this
This
fire.
person has this
Sarkis.
fire of
This person
Sarkis.
reminds me
This
of
person
Sarkis.
reminds me of
When you now
Sarkis.
check them, you
When you
see
now
that
check them, you see that
very good.
this person is very good.
No wonder I'm
You
not
know, no wonder I'm
surprised.
not surprised. You know,
Be very careful.
be very careful the mentor you choose
Because
because they'll not only impact, they will impact
round.
all round. I explain the difference between a tutor and a mentor.
Know who you follow.
Know who you follow.
Know who you take
Know who you take
from.
advices from.
I said this stuff earlier.
I said this stuff earlier in another way.
Don't tell me about
Don't
success.
tell me about success when you've not failed.
Don't tell me about how to make
$1 million when you've never even tried. You've not made attempt. You've never
made it.
You've never made
Even
it.
like say
I'm even richer than Yusuf.
and you are telling me how to make.
And you are telling me how to make.
okay,
You're telling me, okay, I should teach you how to make. Don't try it,
block
bro.
you off.
I'll block you off.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear
And like
it.
he said,
And like he said, lastly, like
most people that even
people that you should hold on to might not
the ones that
be the ones that have thousands and hundreds of thousands of
My
followers.
mentor in this space.
My mentor in this space. Let me tell you guys something.
In this space.
My mentor in this
His name is
space.
Saken.
His name is Saken.
Like the one that brought me to
crypto
jobs.
crypto jobs. Like he told me about
crypto jobs.
crypto jobs. I literally have different mentors. I have mentors in the trading space. I have mentors all around. All right, my spiritual life, my
all this motivation.
I have a mentor self that gives me motivation and all this stuff. This energy, public speaking, I have a mentor. I have a mentor for anything finance. I have a mentor. I have different mentors, and all of them I make sure that it took me time to actually choose these guys.
But at times you don't choose
But at times you don't choose your mentor. Your mentor chooses you.
But it depends.
But it depends. All this one is just crazy stuff. But like point is,
what was I even saying?
I've forgotten what I was trying to say. Yes, my mentor, like this guy that onboarded me to Web3 jobs thing. This guy, he's not like he has, he's an influencer.
It's not like
he's an influencer, but the lives he has touched indirectly. The lives he has touched. Okay, imagine him teaching me now. Like he just opened my eyes to Web3 jobs, and boom, I picked that knowledge from him, and I started building myself. Now look at how many people I've touched. Indirectly, this guy has to do was help, and he's still impacting,
and he's still like
training people. So it's not about and it's not just finance wise. He literally is what we call a mentor. A mentor to so many. A mentor to
this kind of person
you call them Abraham. Mentor to generations. But yet it's not like he's known. Like he doesn't even like all those fame or what you call it. Not everybody loves fame.
A lot of successful
people that I know,
they're not out
there. You love billionaires I know. They're not out there on Twitter spaces or on Twitter or even on social. Most of them are never on. They don't even have time for social media. You might not know them. Maybe just people around them that knows. So, what's my point? He's not like in short, in a very short statement. Not all that glitters are gold. Pick your gold properly and make sure that that is a gold, right? That is an actual gold. And when you get that gold, what do? You hold that gold tight. Keep that gold very close to you. Never let it go. Treat it like an egg. Because you know, when an egg should fall, it gets cracked. Whenever it gets cracked, you can't. No matter how hard you try, you can't fix it back to the way it used to be. All right. That person, once you lose, let me tell you something. Once you lose access to someone, right? Maybe you fucked up to an extent. Sorry for the F word, or you messed up, whatnot. Once you lose that access, chances that you get it back, if at all you get it back, the person will not like carry you the way he used to carry you in the past. The person will be like trying to still keep an eye on you, like don't like what if you should do this, that, like what if you should repeat. The person will like keep his distance to an extent. Out of 100% he used to pour to you, he'll start pouring like 60 or 70. You keep 30 because of why you messed up. You can never fix that. You can never. Nothing you will do that will make him still. He will be very careful. He'll be very careful. So please understand all these things. Understand all these things. All right. I think we have one more speaker in the house. Dollar King. Thank you so much, Crypto and Taxes. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much for always coming out to pour out value to us. Sorry, can you guys even hear me? Am I audible? Can someone hear me? Sorry, one of the speakers. Can you guys just confirm you can hear me? I don't know. I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. So yeah, Crypto and Taxes, thank you, bro. Thank you so much for always joining us to pour out to us. I really love you, celebrate you, and I hope we get to do this over and over. I'd love to always have you every Friday. Same time, just come pour out to us. Let's get these guys to make wealth. So Dollar King, are you there, bro? Do you want? Okay, Marco is also coming up. So Dollar King, what's up? Can you hear me, bro? Do you want to? Do you have anything to pour out to us this night? You're welcome. You're welcome.
Good evening. Good evening. Am I audible enough? Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Right. So, concerning the topic principles, to wealth creation. So, I'll just lay emphasis on like two solid things, right? I think I said this before, and I'll say it again. One thing you guys should understand, right? Your friends, or who you call your friends, they really matters a lot, right? Understand that your friends can actually determine how successful you're going to be, and your same friends can actually determine how unsuccessful you're going to be, right? I think I got few friends, like they came over to sing, you understand, and we're playing, we're driving, we're riding, we're shouting, this, that, right? And I think all of a sudden, I just felt like researching, right? And I researched about the particular project, you know, I checked the TVL, I checked this, I checked that. Unknowingly, this particular project has actually, they've actually sent a DM to me, like back then, and I don't know, I was actually doing Shakira based on the fact that, okay, this project looks, irritating. The name is something expand on. And I was it's kind of stupid, but I actually, left it based on the fact that I don't just want to have anything to do with it because I don't just like pick interest in this particular project. And this person just came to me, checked my Twitter. I didn't know it was actually on my Twitter, and he saw this project. Asked me, Dollar King, why you not actually messaging or replying or actually, working this plan? I gave him my own solid reasons why I'm not actually, working this. And this guy actually took my, phone, chat to the dev, talked, and boom, all of a sudden, like, we just secure over like 2K at 1.5K gigs, like, just like that. I was playing around because, waiting I want to do with these people because me, I'm just a standard DeFi researcher. Waiting I want to do. You understand? So, one thing I'm actually going down to is your friends matter a lot, right? I think the kind of people that I have around me, even if I am actually like dead down, I don't just know where that energy come from. They push me up, like they do usually what push me back up consecutively, right? But if I'm having a friend that I make some money, let's go and party, let's go and do this, let's go and do that. I want to actually, have that competitive mindset, right? And understand one thing: for you to grow, you don't need to compete with anybody, but make sure you have a competitive mindset. And for you to have that mindset, you have to roll or relate with people that are actually bigger than you. That when you see their wins, like, okay, this I need this. Okay, Dollar King, I need 5K, I need 7K, I need, like, you feel agitated to do more. But if you're actually with people that, okay, you're actually, one of the person that's actually selling big deals like 1K, 500, $300, and those people down there actually, selling like $50, you will feel so relaxed, right? So have or know who you call your friends, right? And build your relationships or your relationship wisely, right? Because your relationship can actually cause a huge turnover in whatever thing you're doing. And I think this guy said something: crypto taxes. He laid emphasis on something: offering value to people to get their attention. When they notice that you are valuable, trust me, they are keeping their custody. I think there was a guy, I don't know where it came from. It just came all of a sudden, boom. Don't like, I want to work with us. First, like, who is this guy? Why do you want to work? What actually gave you that mindset that you need to work with me? Like, this guy just gave so many reasons. I was just, amazed that this kind of guy is this, just out of nowhere. And boom, this guy started working with me for free. Without, I can say in less than 2 weeks, I took this guy as one of my, best pal, working partner. And, if I'm actually eating this, where I do things, I'm actually making money, we all make money together, right? And if I'm actually making money, I pay this guy because he secured a valid relationship with me, because he offered free things to me at first. And when I noticed that this person is actually so valuable that I cannot let go of him, I started paying it because I don't want any other person to tip and stuff like that, right? So crypto taxes set you a lot, but you guys should understand that there are some certain things you need to do that does not require collecting money from the other person or the person you're working for. Do it for free. Offer services for free. You don't know who is watching. You don't know who can bless you. Just keep doing what you know how to do best and wait for the returns. I think Toslin Boy talked about his story one time. He was broke, right? Back in school days, he was broke. Do you understand? So he loved, doing the dent. That is his thing. He loved it, right? And he was just posting calls, making people rich while he was not rich. There are times that you have to do something, even if you are not uncomfortable, like even if you're not comfortable doing it, you just have to do it because you know what you are after, you know what you want, to get, like on the long run. Do you understand? So I think he was actually making people money, like back to back, dropping gems. This one X10, this one X20, this one X13, but still was not making anything. I know most of you will be doing this. By the time you feel like stopping or going back or relenting and stuff. But what I'll tell you is, don't relent. I think blessed him with, who is that? Blessed him with like $200 just because he was actually, working. He was actually working constantly. Like this guy, they work back to back. I know Tosin for one thing, he is very, very active. Like, and some just come all of a sudden and just, bless him with 200. And back then, I think 2021, 2020, $200 is a very big one. A very big one. Over 141, like 50p. Just like that. With proper money, this guy actually grew this money to over like 5K to $10K. Like, because he was consistent. And one thing about consistency is, the more you know, the more you become. You will not know something if you do not work on it, or if you do not implement whatever thing you know, right? I don't make this thing. I do say this word consecutively. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. If you learn something, you cannot unlearn it if you do not. Right? And if you have actually learned all this thing, the last step is what? Implementation. If you do not implement, you see your learn, unlearn, relearn. It's just a wasted effort. Right? So I'm actually making emphasis on two solid things: the relationship you have and the kind of friends you keep. Those two really matter, because I don't keep friends. I might have pals, I might have buddies, I might have my this, but I have few people that I do call friends because I know who a friend is. Do you understand? So know who you call your friend. You understand? I think that's it. I think that's it. Thanks a lot, Sakisi. Thanks for the opportunity
Thank
to
you, my bro. Um, I think I was echoing the last time, but am I good to go now? Um, sorry, can one of the speakers confirm that I'm good to go though?
Yeah, yeah, you're good to go, sir.
Okay, okay. Someone said this guy sounds like Zeus. You don't know that that's Zeus' junior brother. It runs in their blood. All those
Sakisi.
values.
Why? Sakisi, why? Why
Yes,
do you like that?
I will pass you. This is
Why?
Zeus'
Why?
junior brother. This is this is Oladokun blood. All right. um, Thank you so much, Dollar King. Thank you so much for what you poured. I think Marco wants to pour out. I think Crypto and Taxis wants to also pour. But before what's Bola laughing? Before they actually go, ahead, I want to say something. There's this stuff that um Tony said the last time he was on space. Social capital. Let me remind you guys about that. Social capital. See, it's not enough that you have normal physical capital. See, learn to build social what capital. The fact that we're saying you can do things for free, but don't continue for free. This, that, bro. There are some things that when you do for free, you're not even looking at how much they're going to pay you. If at all they're going to even pay you for that stuff, maybe it was they decided to like maybe they just wanted to reward you. There are some people like that too. People like me now. If you're working for free for me, at some point I would I'll reward you definitely because I mean I won't have that peace of mind that you're just doing this and I won't because I'll be seeing your effort. All right, but you know that the reason you're doing that stuff is to gain access. Sometimes the things we do, we don't just do it because we want to make. No, it's called that access, social capital, and that access can literally pave crazy. I know how many things I've done for free in this space that has paved crazy ways for me. I what built social capital. So understand this stuff. Know when to do things for free. You know, due to the reward that will come after all this. You try to get the point to do. So before crypto and taxes goes again, let's hear from Marco. Marco, what's up? What's up? How are you doing?
Um, Good morning, Takesi. Thank you for bringing me up here. I'm fine. I'm well. Currently, I'm outside, like around my hostel, because my roommate they play nonsense. So, yeah, principles to create wealth with principles to wealth creation. So I think most of the speakers have already spoken about this, but I want to give my own personal experience first of all. That's not going to be the only topic I'll be talking about, but um sometimes doing free work can come as tasky because you're not getting paid. But sometimes they can be a blessing in disguise. Now, at around sometime last year, I can't remember what time. I know it was around mid last year, around like June, July, maybe even before May, around May probably. There was this project I worked with. So this particular project, I felt it had the potential to blow up because it was following the method that was like, um, tell me why I go this space person go they call me. What thing they do these boys? Simula- I'm sorry. This thing just they vex me. All these simulation boys, they call me every 5 minutes. So I was working. So I worked with this project, and the project didn't pay me. Yeah, I worked with the project because the project was following the method that was ringing that time. The method was fucking. It was going bloody, and it seemed like the project had money because a lot of influencers seemed to be backing it. So I followed. I entered the project, and I got I think I got my job was I was the head collab manager and the head community manager. Basically, I was the head of collabs. No collabs they did could go could actually happen without going through me. And I was also in charge of the community. Although I want to lie, I didn't actually do any job in terms of the community. Now I still had that was in project, so they helped me that kind. So this particular project, it blew up massively. Like it blew up to the extent where projects that had been there already started like coming into the server, trying to get the whitelist, trying to get a collab. So I was able to get, because of my position, I was able to get whitelist to a lot of projects. Big projects that like if you DM they go snub you. People would be grinding anyhow. They would I what's funny is that most times I didn't even need to like go into their server to ask for whitelist. They would come to mind because I know they are hardworking people. Now I'm a smart work person over hard work. That's a lie. I combine the two. They play. So basically after that I saw that hey, projects are DMing me. I'm getting whitelist, etc. It's even got to a point where there was project like there was this week like 4 projects DM me to offer me positions in their project. I'm not even capping. Like, and I think one of the projects that DM'd me from that gig, I secured a very high fee gig. Like, I'm talking about like 5 figures now. I'm talking now. So when you think about it, yeah, some of the free work you see can be a blessing in disguise because not all projects are going to pay you. But but that doesn't mean that they're not going to lay some kind of funda I don't how should I put it now? Some kind of value upon you. That doesn't mean they're not going to put you at a place where all that things because there's a way how things work. When you continue moving when you set your mind to a particular goal and you continue to push to make that goal, you've you and while you're pushing, you would also do well to remember that no matter what setback you have, you are going to there's just a way the universe works. Yeah, I don't know, it's the law of attraction. There's just a way the universe works to make sure that you hit that goal because you are setting like even if you have any setback, I just feel that's the same thing that happened with me that as for that period because jobs, yeah. But I wanted something big, something mega. I wanted something to create. So I was always sleeping on Twitter at that time. I just saw the job. I just saw the project. They were like less than 40 followers that time when I saw the project. Very early. Very early. Funny enough, it was from Zeus retweet. I saw it. I entered the project, got the gig. So, like I said, if you are working, yeah, you are in the Web3 job space, you are working, not all projects are going to pay you. But that doesn't mean they're not going to give you value. Or that doesn't mean they're not going to that doesn't mean they're not going to lay some kind of value on you or your brand. Because just you having a role in some projects can give you access to other things that you may have never thought of before. So yeah, that's the first thing. I think most people should learn how to learn when to say yes to payment after mint or payment after pre-sale or no payment at all as long as they give you a role. When so yeah, not all projects are going to not all projects are not going to empower you, even if you. This is the first thing to speak on. I know most speakers have probably talked about this, but I just talked about a lot, but most people don't seem to get it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just honestly I wonder. I don't know why. So moving on, it's wealth for yourself to meet that your financial goals or any of your goals. Like let's say financial because the topic is wealth creation. To meet your financial goals, you need to study yourself first of all. You need to study the kind of person you are. Trust me, this is important because we have people you that are they want to make it in life, yeah. They want to make money, they want to do this, but their attitude towards some kind of things is very wrong. You know, like there are some times where you can be like Raz, agile, and there are some times for you to be cool, relax. You need to study how you are, and you need to study, when to act and how to behave, what to talk. You need to also see there's some get into a conversation with a developer or something, or you are trying to secure community. Some of you do not know speak. I'm not going to like not actually speak good English. Come on, we've been preaching about the difference between and many people, but still many people find it still difficult to it's that people do not want current someone on this. Many people have pride in this space. Many people have pride in this space. I remember to use it, and I'm like, it's not correct. Just try and master. Just try and if you don't learn how finish. And I'm like, is this guy really ready to is this guy really ready to actually move forward? Because even the most littlest things can make a very big difference in your life. If you feel okay, you've learned that thing now and it's hard for you to unlearn it, then just think about the learning, unlearning, and relearning implementation methods. I think Dollar King spoke about it. Yes, he did. Sorry, Sakesi, you wanted to say something?
No, no, no. Sorry, go ahead.
So, I think many people, where was that? Okay, yeah, the don't understand that the most littlest things in your character, in your base, the person you are today. Sorry, the most littlest things in your character, in what you are doing, basically what makes you who you are today. If you find it hard to change it, then it's going to be hard to change other things. And you need to be able to constantly change and evolve if you are going to create wealth for yourself. Now, there's also creating wealth and keeping your wealth. Those are two different things. You can be lucky today, yeah, but that doesn't mean you will be lucky tomorrow. So, how do you make sure that every single time you are lucky, be consistent, constantly innovate, do not stop? Trust me, I've been at places where like I've done so much, I've made a lot of money, and I'll just feel comfortable. Next thing, it will be hard for me to kickstart. That happened to me on two separate occasions last year. The most recent one was actually late last year or something like that. So yeah, there's people make mistakes. I know I do make mistakes, but but people make mistakes, and I know I do make mistakes. But making the mistake and choosing not to learn from it is different. If you've made a mistake before, I think what you should do is document the mistake so that when you are, I don't know, maybe you are in a sense of deja vu, you're like, something like this has happened before, you'd remember that, hey, you're not meant to relax, bro. Creating capital, creating wealth, and keeping the wealth, making the wealth constantly flow, they are two different things. Some of you would make like 1M, 2M, think, hey, the world is now yours. You can now buy unlimited, I don't know, drinks, beer. I don't really know. Maybe you think that, okay, that's a large amount of money. Bro, people are making that money daily in the Web3 space. And trust me, the people that are making it may not even have as much knowledge as you. It's very funny. Very funny. What could be the difference is that they're consistent. They're always turning up. They're always active. It's just how it works here. So, yeah, those are my takes. I have a whole lot more I would have loved to speak about, but I do not want to take more a lot of time because I'm sure there are a lot of other speakers here that would want to also share their value. I mean, Zeus is here, and the wolf of this guy. I asked it before if I asked you before if your name is inspired by of Wall Street. So yeah, there are other speakers here, and thank you, Sir Casey, for the time. I really do appreciate.
Thank you so much, Marco. I think that Wolf of Streetbird guy, he never still explain where he get that name from. We'll see how long. But anyhow, sha. But wait, I mean, see, a lot has been said, and I'm just so, I'm just smiling that But I never want sleep. Like you're all listening. Okay, let's just continue because I mean I literally thought you guys I can stay here. I can actually stay here throughout, but I was thinking you guys but as it is now it's getting hotter, and I think we want to learn more. We want to actually listen to more, and I mean in the course of teaching while everyone was talking, I think a couple of persons even joined us. I think some have even gone. But then we have Zeus in our midst. But Zeus, before you actually go, Zeus is actually going to, should I say, kind of round it up for us. But I don't think he's going to. I think we still have a couple of requests though, but Zeus is going to go. But then a couple of hands have been up since. Ever since Dollar King finished talking, I think that's who will go first between. Okay, let's crypto and taxes go. Crypto and taxes. Do you want to contribute something else? You want to add to something? I think your hand has been up. Uh, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
yes. Go on, go on.
Yes. Yes, thank you. So I just wanted to add a little bit more, as you all really appreciate it, and thank you all for like reaching out to me and chatting with me and sharing your problems with me. I'm happy to help out, but please don't forget that sure you can ask me for help, but what do you have to offer in return? Because that is always the trait, and I think most of the speakers here will realize this, that you have a lot of people reaching out to you, not offering anything, and they just want you to give, and that is not how it works. So I just want to give you a couple of more, like, let's say, one liners, stuff that you can practically immediately start with. So the first one is start now. There is no perfect time. Stop saying, I'll start next week, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start this afternoon. There is no perfect time. You have to start now. Starting is the most difficult part. Once you're ongoing and you already have something that you're working on, it's easier to continue. Then the second part that I wanted to say is that part of the journey is boring and lonely. Yes, there is hours that I'm working that all my friends go out, they party, they go for drinks, and I will be working. I'll be working alone, but I know which goal I am going to, and that's why I'm working. So part of the trip is boring and lonely. Just to be clear, 90% of the people are not willing to do anything to change their life. So you need to be part of the 10%. So you need to stop following the herd and go your own way. So also another thing is that most of the people want to do something cool. Like you want to create like a cool NFT, you want to create like a cool DeFi project, you want to make a trade, yeah, all cool and stuff, but some of those people are not making money. Just fix a problem. If you see a problem in the market, if you see a shortage in something, like currently, for example, there is a shortage in video editors that know about crypto. Like I have my company, and I find it super hard to find people that know about YouTube editing that are like top quality, but also understand what they're editing. Like if you're editing crypto content, you need to know that. So it's a really core knowledge. So that is a problem. There is a shortage. And I see a lot of YouTubers are looking for editors that can fix that problem. So that is something you could focus to if you find that interesting. Then don't be in it for the money. Don't be greedy. Don't ask like the maximum amount of money because people won't come to you. If they notice that you're only in it for the money, they will leave you alone. You need to be in there to help others. Sometimes I also do stuff for free because I just feel that this person needs an extra push. So money can't be your main motivation. As long as money is your main motivation, I'm your guarantee going to fail. Then it's also about giving. So you have to give back to the community. You have to do stuff for free. It's something that I said earlier as well. People want to get rich quick. that doesn't really work, because if you get rich quick, you probably get poor quick after as well. So really invest in time, invest in relationships, and give yourself time. Just do a small deadline every single week, every single month, and it's just about you need to be better today than you were yesterday. So if you today started and yesterday you didn't start yet, you're already a better person today. And the last thing that I really want to say is to get out of your comfort zone, because the reward after getting out of your comfort zone is incredible. Do you think I find this public speaking easy? No, I don't find it easy. I find it way easier to speak one on one with a person. Now, a lot of people are listening. They might listen to my English mistakes because I'm not English. I might make a mistake in my pronunciation. I might make a mistake in facts that I'm giving. It's not easy to do public speaking, but the reward is that all of you guys are reaching out to me, giving likes, asking me questions, and that's what I'm doing it for. It's the same as going to the gym. Getting fit in the gym, it's not fun. It hurts. It hurts a lot. But when you finish the gym and you come home, you did something good that day. You treated your body well, and that is where you're going for. So really get out of your comfort zone. You have to do stuff that you don't like. Work when others are going out, because you're in it for the long run. You're just not spending time. You want to build something. So, all of you guys, you can all do it. Just keep doing it and don't start tomorrow. Start today.
Thank you so much, crypto and taxes. Guys, see, just I don't know, catch your catch your kidney this night, and I want to turn this into a kind of interactive session. Um, of course, a lot of speakers. It has all been speakers. If you want to ask questions to any of the speakers that have been talking so far, request. I'm going to bring you up. All right. Like I think they are here. They have your time today. You know, all of us we get on our time. So request. I'm going to bring you up. Just send the request, and I'd love it if it's going to be a very interactive, because I think some people are getting confused, or some maybe have little questions, one or two things to ask. So rather than just asking in comment section, requests, and I'm going to bring you up. And yeah, let's get this party started. Wolf of Crypto. Okay, Wolf of Crypto. Make your what? I don't know what you want to talk. What you want to say now, but make it very fast. Man, no story you. We have other speakers in the house, and um, we have new requests coming in. So, oh yeah, run. You have just
Okay, I'll try fast as possible. I just like wanted to like respond to something Crypto and Taz talked about when he said that most speakers they just give like some kind of responses, but they don't actually like tell people how exactly they are going to like create words like step by step. The thing is this, it's actually hard to like tell somebody that wake up in the morning, make this step, take this step and take that step, because a lot of people are in my DM already telling me that what steps do you take. The thing is everybody's path is different. My goals are different from your goals. My skills, the skills I have personally are different from the skills you have. So most of the time the advices I can actually dish out to people are advices that are kind of general, that you can actually apply to your skill. If you are smart enough and you've been listening to all the speakers, you can pick a few things from what they have said, and that's the point. You apply it to whatever you are doing. Nobody's going to like tell you that I when I came into this space, I first made this step, I made that step. You are not going to get the exact same opportunities I got. You are not going to get this exact same gigs I did. So I'm just going to give you advices that helped me skill, and you apply it to whatever you are doing. Some people here are like software developers, graphic designers. Some people do different stuff. Somebody can be here and what they do is just like tailoring in real life, and you can actually apply these principles that people are talking about to your whatever you're doing. And please, lastly, try and stay away from oversharers. I call them oversharers. I don't know if that's a proper English word, but that's what I call them. People that like overhype you. Like, just you just made a little step, like you just made a baby step, but you see people like coming to your comment section like telling, my dollar, my king, my lord, I can't believe. Just stay away from people like that, because those people can actually make you skip your entire learning process, because you feel that you've gotten there already, but you've not gotten there. So stick to the processes that are working for you and take it step by step. Stay away from people that like hype you up from 0 to 100%. Some people have stuck at 0%, thinking they are at 100%, because some people in their comment section or people around them have already hyped them up to feel that they are at 100% already. So stay away from people that overshare, and whatever any speaker is going to say here, try and apply it to what you're doing. You are not doing what they are doing most of the time, so just try and apply the advices they are going to give you to what you are doing in your personal lives.
All right, thank you so much, Wolf of Crypto Pet. Your name they tire me too long. Wolf of Crypto Street Skinny. Ah, uh, all right. Thank you. I want you to talk. I want you to pour out to us before I start taking questions, because I know say if I start taking questions now, so I want you to actually pour out to us. And Paula, you did it. See, okay, I will still bring up Paula case. Paula is all right. Z is what's up? Are you there? Can you hear me?
My bro, I can hear you. What's up?
Shay, you don't sleep. Abi, you want
I'm not sleeping, bro. I'm looking for memes. I'm looking for memes to post.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, Sharp, come and
Just,
talk to us in a meme style. Like I don't know. Sharp, pour out to us. Sharp. Welcome, my boss.
thank you, my G. Almost see, principles to wealth creation. I, I think that ah, I told a friend this one time that the reality that I currently live right now, I know that everybody's reality is different. There are certain things I will say right now, it will look like I'm a motivational speaker. So if I come and I say, okay, you can do this, you can do this, you can do that, a lot of people just feel like I'm just motivating. But I'm saying the reality. It's just that our realities are different. 2 years ago, I'm always the convener of sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak. And if I am going to tell you things to do when it comes to wealth, I would say you should lose sleep. That was the reality I was living then. It was helping, it was working for me. But right now, if I'm tired, I will sleep. And if I tell people that for in wealth creation you should sleep, you would want to be like, is this man crazy? You are sleeping when people are meant to be making money. But I function effectively when I rest. So you see the conflict of interest. A lot of time, you are not able to connect with me because we are not thinking on the same level, number one. Number two, our realities are very, very different. Is anybody following what I'm saying? So, principles of wealth creation is different for different realities. So, in order for you to catch up to things that I'm saying, you need to first be on my frequency, then try to understand the reality I'm coming from. Then everything I'm saying would work for you. If not, for everything I say, it would always sound like motivational talk. That is one thing I know. Our senses, or the way our body works, the way everything works, what you see is very important to how far you want to go. What you hear is very important to how far you want to go. Where you walk, like take walks, is very important. I believe in the power of manifestations a lot and everything. And let me just be honest. It is hard for you to tap into things that your eyes or your body senses or your mindset have not even tapped into. Let me explain. My view about money, about wealth creation changed when I started like going to a church or my church. And it wasn't because of the church. It was because of the things I was seeing was changing my mind as regards wealth. As at when I was, let's say 12, 13, 14 years old, and I was going to Magodo phase 2, I was seeing houses that when you are hearing the prices, they are like 100 million, 200 million and everything. And in my own head, it is a human being that worked hard to build this kind of thing. Where I was coming from, for you to make that kind of money, they would always say it was richer, it was fraud, because everybody had poverty mentality. But the things I was seeing was changing my mentality. And when I went to church, the things I was hearing was showing me that, okay, you can even do things legally and make this amount of money. I was seeing my mentor, a billionaire, live in a mansion and everything. So my sight or what I was seeing switched my mind first. My reality was switching, or it wasn't switching, but I was connecting to other people's realities that I wanted to get to. All I'm saying, it might sound like motivation to you. Honestly, we don't live the same realities, but just try to connect with me. Then things I was hearing was switching it. Before I made my first million, I knew that I was going to make money. I just did not know when. It came very, very fast, but I was gearing towards it. When I made it, I was happy, but I was not satisfied. When I made first 10, I was happy, but I was not satisfied. Trust me, everybody will tell you it's hard work, is this, is resilience, is that. But let me be honest with you. Your environment, things you see, things you hear, the kind of people you talk with, the kind of life you live, everything around you is very, 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 very important as regards wealth creation. We manifest things even before we start working towards it. That is how it is. So you cannot want wealth creation and then the kind of environment you are. For every time you wake up, only thing you look at is poverty. Only thing you see is poverty. Only thing you see is people living in penury and everything. Is see, you will be working hard and it will not be working for you because you are working and then your mindset is just programmed to always see poverty. I was living like that, but sometimes I will take walks to Magodo phase 2. I'll just be praying around the road. Like they call it prayer walks. I do it a lot, even till now. When I wanted to get into school, I did prayer walks around the school. I wanted to familiarize myself with being a student even before I became a student and everything. It was crazy. But I believe in the power of manifestations. I used to just go there. I will trek to Emmanuel Keshi, Sebastian, Slimaye Ogudano, just walking around, seeing big houses. I want this. My thoughts had to shift. What I was seeing had to shift. Everything had to first shift. Let me give you a quick example. Wealth creation. Yes, POS guys are making good money right now, but somebody very close to me, I asked him, he just messaged me one day, said he has a business idea. I said, what business idea? I said, what if I bring money and he opens POS shop? I'm not saying POS is bad. I'm not shading anybody. Trust me, I've done even worse than that. But follow me. He opens POS shop and then, we can make money from it. I visited that environment that particular time. And guess what? The only businesses you probably see there is menial jobs, then POS. POS shops were everywhere because there were no banks in that area at all. So the best way to make money was POS. Is creating wealth too, but his wealth that he's trying to create has been programmed by the kind of environment he's living in. Is anybody following me? He's creating wealth. Wealth is relative. Cash flow is relative. But the kind of wealth he's creating is based on what he can see. The day that I told him to come and stay with me, that month or that first 2 months, and he made like, I think 700K. I was saying, you have made 700, almost a million. He was like, what is 700? He's squandered that money. He's not moved. He said, this one, okay, I'm very young. I made the money, I spent all the, I will make it back. It's not even reasoning small. Why? Reality don't change. Now I'm talking to him about how far PS. He's just laughing and everything. Reality has changed. What he's seeing right now is switching the kind of way he's thinking. And with it switching the kind of way he's thinking, his work rate automatically X100 because he knows what he wants. Is anybody following me? What would motivate you most times in wealth creation is as a result of a lot of things that you are seeing. You cannot be constantly manifesting sapa every time. I'm not even going spiritual. Every time you are always talking pop, I don't broke. I can't be broke. I'm rich. You know, I manifest it first, then I think about it. This guy, you be billionaire. Yes, I am. I manifest it first, then I think. Then I walk towards it. Sometimes when I don't sleep, is I know what I want. I see, I've seen certain things that I want. Now I am working towards it in creating that. See, everybody would create wealth and everything different, but one of the major reasons why you feel is like a lot of things are not working most times is because, see, your thought process very important, very very important. You cannot stay in Ikoyi for like 3 months and you're a serious person and you know how to do ritual. That is just the truth. A friend of mine was is cash flow right now. I think he was staying in Ikoyi at a Banana Island with a friend, I guess. It's cash flow right now. It's cash flow right now. And I know that he's seeing it and he wants it, and his work rate has to catch up with what is in his mindset. Even if he doesn't catch up 100%, at least 50% it is finished. So if you are staying in certain places where they know to get, and you know that I think a lot of my D5 students and everything have said it. The place that I am, I can't even show that I have money so much. So you make money and you're trying to act broke. You are not. You shouldn't be staying in places like that. Trust me, you'll be very very limited. So if you're in places where as a student, I can't allow them know that I'm in a hostel, blah 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 blah. Can't allow my hostel. Leave. That place cannot motivate you to even work harder. Go outside and rent a good place or go to the city. Is that crazy? No, I don't know what a lot of people have said here, but that is how I am. See, oh my God. Hey God. Oh Lord. Everything I sometimes I spend, and that's one thing for a start. Your senses, your sight, your smell, what you hear, very important. That is one. Two, in wealth creation, understand that you can't do it alone. That's it. That's it. You can't do. You can't. I think I said something of recent. We are all fox. When they say fox is like a technology that is copy and pasted, like velodrome is to solidly. We're all fox of everybody. Nobody is self-made. That's one thing I want you to know. We take bits of everybody as we move in this stage of life. And in order for you to take things as you go, like learn from different places as you go, you must be humble enough to do that. Very, very humble. Very, very humble. Like as you go, you learn. 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 It's very, very important. So if you have that mindset, I'm a self-made person, I'm going to do it on my own, you are going to fail. You are going to fail. One of the biggest OTC guys that I know right now, he was having a hard time running his OTC deals and everything, and just a particular girl added 2 top guys from Africa that he knows. He knows the girl, and he just complained to her. Also, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. If you don't ask, you don't get. That is just it. If you don't talk, nobody will know that you even need help or you need. So he opened up and he talked, and the girl just added 2 top. It's not even Africa, in the world. 2 top guys in the world. that are running like major millions of dollars OTC deals, added both of them and added him. And then the girl left the group. And the girl said you should explain to him. Right now, dude is literally flying all around the world for OTC deals and big, deep liquidity. I'm talking heavy liquidity deals and everything. Small boy, still a student, but he needed to open up and all of those things. And then, you know, relationships and everything. Relationships, whenever a lot of people talk about value for value, this one, that one, a lot of people are now taking it very, very transactional. It will help you. Transactional relationships will help you. So transactional relationship is okay. This person has what I want. Let me just give him some of what I have, and let us exchange. And if that person doesn't have that shit anymore, it's useless. A lot of people do it in Web3. Relationships should not be transactional, because when you are building relationships in form of a transaction, and I feel like this person doesn't have what you want, and you stop talking to the person, trust me, you are doing yourself, because that same person still has a lot of things to offer. But then, since you have seen the person just like a tool to elevate and not somebody that you just want to go with, you're not going to go anywhere. That is just it. Certain things that I do right now in the Web3 space, trust me, like the way I evolve is very stupid. It's weird. I evolve just by asking, okay, what's up? I saw your content. I saw, okay, how did you do this? It was like, okay, it's very simple. I just did this and I did. Oh, cool. I've been working on something, so this is what I did. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Blah, boom. Implement that strategy. Boom. 1 week, $5K, like that, easily, just like that. Like I evolve not because okay, I just know things by myself, but bro, I can ask questions like mad. Why? How? When? Never be afraid to ask. Don't always be curious. I don't know it all. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to teach. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to teach. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to evolve. I'm willing to ask questions. I'm willing to understand that the reality I want is I don't even have it, so I must work external. So hard work. See, hard work automatically comes when you know that your current reality isn't what you are seeing. So as I am right now, where I live currently was something I've been envisioning since I was in 100 level, or since I was like 18 years old. Now I'm going to certain places and I know that these are houses that I want to live in. And the thing I'm looking at and my current reality, it's not blending. So hard work automatically comes when your reality and what you are seeing is different. Determination comes, resilience comes. That is just it. It's simple. Nobody will force you to be hardworking when you are very uncomfortable with where you are. That is it. Nobody will force you to want to do better, to want to create wealth and everything when it's not, when you know that you don't want to have a better yesterday. So I don't want to have a better yesterday, but yet I'm not this particular thing that I'm doing. It's not, they suits me. I want to do better. Everybody's way of wealth creation. Wealth is not being rich. A lot of people think wealth is just money, and that is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Being wealthy is not just being rich in money. It means ability to be rich in social capital. Do you know what social capital means? Social capital is the ability to be rich in people. That is wealth. Wealth, yes. That is it. That's wealth. I've asked myself countless times that with the kind of social capital I have, with the kind of amazing people around me, because I know I'm an amazing person too, I guess. If I go to zero, can I call like 5 people and then I need 10 million right now? Khaycee laughed. I'm not amazing. I'm just joking. I'm very annoying. I'm a very
Very
terrible person.
annoying. Very terrible.
But if the kind of social capital I am in right now, if I want 10 million, can I call 5 people? Yes, I can. I can call one person and I'll get it. One. That's it. It's crazy. Wealth creation is not just with your money. It's not just with your skill. Having a skill is important. See, if you did think like thief, you would sell pepper and make $1 billion. It's that simple. I don't know. It's simple. You go to Ikoyi for like 6 months and stay and understand that people they live. You will come back and sell pepper and become a billionaire. I promise you. It's very funny. It's not even. I'm not even trying to teach you, share you deaf. It's not. See, who? As I did, they think like thief. Like they call it imagination, beauty. Are they reason like say ah? But yeah, wealth creation. You guys get. You have to have that value. You have to have your knowledge. You have to have your skill. Yes, but wealth, is not just in money. Money will finish. Trust me, money can finish. Money can end. It is in your social capital. But in building these relationships, don't look for transactions, it happens a lot in the Web3 space. I don't want to be friends with so many people. I don't know why. Because a lot of people are like, give me what you have, let me get what you want. And that I don't want that. I want to build long term. I want to be able to point to those that are pointing to me and evolve and learn and blah blah blah. So yeah, we would all be fine, sure. But yeah, back to I'm looking for memes. So if you're a meme lord, yeah, please share me memes. I want to be posting memes on my WhatsApp. I need to make people
God,
laugh.
I beg.
I beg.
God, I beg.
Thank you for having me, everybody. I appreciate.
Guys, I mean, that's just the great. Our boss, our daddy, our meme lord. It was, I just dey check your WhatsApp now. He just dey post me. Which guy do with this? But I mean, thank you so much for everything. I mean, I hope you guys are still very much around, though, because I feel like these people want pump. Some people are already reaching out to me in DMs that they want you out. They've got questions. So look, the thing is, we are here like till I don't know till everyone is good. So don't worry, we'll reach you and you'll definitely ask your question. Uncle Sam, though I know say your blood deal. Before you go, let's take like one or two questions. It has all just been speakers.
But Sakesi, I wanted to ask a
Wait,
question to Mr.
by
Zeus.
oh God. Oh yeah, ask. Wait. No go there. Ask you because wait, chief first. Hold your question first. Allow all this. But I'm seeing. I brought up. Is this Ajoke? Yeah, EEO Ajoke. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello, good morning, everyone. Yes, I can hear you clearly.
GMG. Oh my God. Hell, God. Is it me? I just love it when they speak like. Anyhow, I beg. I'm not. Today is Sunday. Yeah. Do you have
Happy Sunday
a
to
question
you.
or do you have a contribution?
I actually requested when the contributions were being made, so I have. Okay, I think when Zeus the Great was speaking, something struck, and I wanted to ask a question, but I still have one or two contributions to add to the conversation, if that's
Yeah,
okay.
just like part everything at once. The question, I don't know, whichever wants to go first, the question or the contribution, anyone, but just go all at once.
Right. Um, so I believe one of the ways to make wealth, to create wealth, is to avoid things that will make you lose your wealth. What do I mean? Circumstances that you place yourself in that can make you lose your wealth. Example, guaranteeing, standing as a guarantor for somebody, shorting for somebody. If you know that the standing as a guarantor for somebody, if you're guaranteeing for an amount that you know, if the person is not able to pay up before the deadline and you begin to pay for that amount of money, you're going to be financially inconvenienced. I would advise you not to. Even the holy book, even the Bible, I am a Christian by the way, even the Bible does say that we should not stand as a guarantor for anybody. That is because if you stand as a guarantor for somebody and the person faults in paying the debt that he or she owes, that debt automatically become yours. And trust me, if you pay that amount of money and you cannot bounce back quickly, you will be losing your wealth. Avoid get rich quick schemes. One thing I've noticed with a lot of my generation is we are so quick at money opportunities. Bring 2,000 and in 3 months you get 3 million. You see how people will run, people will queue, people will run to get to invest in such schemes. But then ask yourself, is that not too good to be true? I mean, how can somebody say they can triple your money in one day, in less than a week, and then you're jumping up and down? Look at the case of the MMM. When that thing came out, I am very, very, I can still remember how much I was discouraging people from investing in it. But guess what? A lot of people did, and I know a lot of people that are still in financial crisis because of that thing that happened in 2018 or 19. So try and avoid get rich quick schemes and read up on wealth. When Zeus was talking, one of the things I wanted to actually contribute, he actually said it, attend seminars, symposiums that talk about money, because most of us, especially as Africans, we're raised with a lot of bad money mentality. I know someone that believes, so today she believes that if you're too rich, you will miss heaven. She believes that heaven is for the poor. So she wants to make heaven. So guess what? She doesn't thrive for wealth. If she sees people making it, she avoids people that are too rich. If you have a lot of money, one of the things that comes from one of the things she will say is, "This one is a yahoo boy. This one they do a shower. She is not pure. Trust me. All this enjoyment what she they do, she go miss heaven on the last day. Now me go start for heaven gets those kind of mentality. Those are the kind of things that reading books on finance on money can help you get rid of. Attending symposiums can help you get rid of. Someone once said, you cannot be a master at what you know nothing about. If you read about wealth, if you know about wealth, tendency is you will begin to make it, because it is the skills, it is the knowledge that you have in you that you begin to manifest. And having said that, I think because of time, I'll just ask the question I wanted to ask Zeus the Great, if that's okay.
Yep. Go. Zeus, are you there to answer the question
Right.
though? Let's just confirm.
Yes, yes, I am. I'm here. I'm
Yeah,
here.
no, go on.
Right. All right. Good morning to you. Um, I wanted to ask. You did say that environment does help our mentality when it comes to making wealth, and you stated an instance. If you're staying in a hostel, and you feel living outside the hostel will help you create wealth, then go ahead. Now, in an instance like that, don't you feel you're encouraging living above one's means?
Um, I think I've had this conversation with somebody. Living above your means. No, you have enough money to live in that place. You should. Let me explain something. See, a lot of people talk about living above your means, living above your means. Everybody is different. I used to stay in one room, and then I was worth, I think I was about 19, 20. I think I was worth about 20 something million, I guess. Yes. Was I? Hmm. Yeah. I had that, and I, yeah, I think I lost majority of that money. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. At the reason that time, and then um, I'm actually getting sad. I know. But the way I am, the way I function, if I spend that money in order to upgrade my life, I automatically will make that money back. And the way I start thinking is very, very different. As I said, everybody's reality is different. I bought my Julie Ascara. I think I finished paying for it December. On December 26th, I made my 26 million naira back. I think that's how much, 20, no, 27 plus my 27.4 plus my insurance or something. I made my money back in January, before second week or third week of January. I know. The way me I live, if I spend money or try to upgrade my life and everything, automatically I want to make it back. A lot of people, in the name of living below your means and everything, you make so much money, and then you are still staying in an environment where it's not even motivating you to want to do better, or it's not motivating you to want to be better. The current house I live in, I'm the brokest amongst my neighbors. My neighbor upstairs literally is going for vacation in the UK and going to Turkey from there and coming to Abuja before coming to Lagos. My neighbor beside me is talking about going for Afro Nation in Portugal and everything. If I don't upgrade, I can't even have the ability to network or talk with this kind of people. And with the kind of conversations that I'm having with this kind of people and the kind of opportunities that they are bringing me, trust me in my one-room apartment, I would never get it. It's funny. In the name of living below your means, you are a millionaire and you are staying in a place where the people around you are not motivating you. You are deceiving yourself. That is it. It's a very weird thing, but that is it. I usually look at a lot of people that used to move to Lekki. I believe are Nigerians as very stupid, because why are you trying to move to that place? Water is not good. This one is not good. And then I realized that sometimes it's not that these people are wasting money, but there are certain things that you want to do or certain levels that you want to break, and staying in places where a lot of people are not thinking big would limit you. That is just it. So me telling people that if you feel like you as a student staying in the hostel is limiting you from actually thinking big or from reasoning big, or the kind of environment you are is limiting you from doing so many huge things, or you as a rich person, if you are in an environment, not rich but doing well, you are scared to live the kind of life you are meant to live because of the kind of environment you are living, then that place is not a good place. You should not be scared to live a good life. So why are you making money? And if you think that in living below your means, you have to save, and not spend and not do anything, trust me, that money doesn't come. That is just the truth. So as I make money, I spend, invest in good things and everything. Yes, I spend on myself, but in me constantly spending, in me, upgrading my life, I don't upgrade or try to live above my means. Trust me, anything I buy right now, I have the ability to make it back, to make the money back, either in 3 months or 6 months or 1 month, depending on. But it just always makes sure that my work rate increases. So listen to the things I'm hearing. Samuel, you be like say you go follow us, go Portugal and everything. Let's just go and do, bro. To go to Portugal and do a 1 week vacation, blah blah. I'm looking 5M, 10M. I can't vomit that kind of money right now. But with the kind of things I'm hearing from my personal neighbors and everything, or this one saying is going to Turkey, is going to this one, blah blah blah, I'm motivated to even want to do more. If you are in some certain kind of environment, you would never think of shit like this. I'm not, as I said, everybody's life is different. Everybody's form of wealth creation is different and everything. But the things you see, the things you hear, the kind of people that you network with, shifts your mindset, shifts your brain, shifts your. Now, this one is introducing me to certain kind of business that he goes there to do some certain importations, blah, blah, blah. You think that is my former house where everybody is still owing a bill that would get me that, or my one room that I'm still in their group chat and then they have cut light for like 3 weeks that'll get me that. I don't know. As I said, everybody's different, but it has worked for me. So I'm not, don't, if you don't live above your means, I'm not telling you to do that. But the environment you are is very, 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 very. See, I'm telling. Okay, see. This is even financial advice. If you are staying somewhere where you are scared of living the kind of life you want to live, please live there. That's just it. If not, you're not going to grow beyond certain things. Wealth creation is bigger than money. Is your social capital. And if you are in a place where you can't even build good enough social capital, I'm sorry for you. So that's it. That's it. So my one room story is very sad because that's how myself I was thinking until all the money that I meant to use to upgrade my life and reason big, do big things, I lost it all back. But it's fine.
God, I beg.
You all be safe.
I just dey here, they laugh since like, God, I beg you. Wait, see, Alpha, see, the thing is, see, I think everyone has, if you notice, social capital, I mentioned that stuff. Jesus has mentioned, this was not, I don't think this was here when I mentioned it. Tony also mentioned it in the previous space last. See, wealth creation, wealth is not riches. Wealth is not riches. Wealth is not you having money. Wealth is way beyond all this. Well, I see all this stuff where we've literally been. I wanted to say something. Uh, during Prudence Summit's birthday, that was it on September? Also, I've forgotten when we went to. There was something Prudent told me. Prudent was like, Casey, we spend money because we know we'll make it back. Ah, that stuff. I was like, wow. We spend me that time before that time. The way I spend money like or more. Not the way he thinks, but the way he thinks, like he spends money because he's confident he's going to make it back. And something I kid it, I was like, I'm going to do this stuff. That night, kind of money I spent that night, I was like, oh my god. And that same night, I was like, I was going to make this money back, and I made it back. It happened also in Vanessa's birthday. We went there. We just spend money anyhow that night. You don't even reach. Party never finish. I'd already make my money back, like everything. I literally shout. I was like, I don't make my money back. Oh, you guys should go and make your own money back. All this money that was spending, it was crazy. Even this evening, I didn't plan. Okay, the clothes I'll wear to church tomorrow. I don't even get one wear to church tomorrow. I was coming back and I just entered one boutique. I didn't plan to even buy anything today. But then, before you know it, 150K don't go. And I was like, I was going to make this money back. And I mean, I've even made even more than the money back from that period. It's almost, I think it's up to about 4 hours now as I entered house. And I've made my money back. So I think all this is literally what you're saying. Living beyond, don't do past your, in other words, that is to say, nobody do pass yourself, you know. But me, that's literally been my own principle. And like you said, where you stay at times, your environment can limit you to a lot of things. A lot of things. Your environment can literally limit you to a lot of things. A lot of things. Speaking from I think we have a lot of we have a couple of more questions. But Ajoke, did are you cleared now? Do you still have any confusion or something?
Not at all. Not at all. Thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
All right, solid, solid.
All right.
Hi, Uncle Sam. Want to talk? Wait, Uncle Sam. I beg one more question. Then, we'll now move to you. Then we'll now take like that. Two questions, one speaker. Two questions, one speaker. Is this Dennis or Denishi? I don't know. No vex. Because the last time I called someone Desire, they were like, "It's Desiree," and I was, it won't come like saying a fight. So, is this Dennis? Can you hear me? I hope I'm calling you. Um, are you there, bro? Influencer D. I'm by influencer, my boss. Respect, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you? Wait, who's
Good
speaking? Is this
evening.
Kama that is speaking, or
Yes, Kama.
no? Kama, it is actually you, though. Dennis is the one I'm speaking to. Influencer D.
Okay.
It seems Dennis is rugging. All right, Dennis is rugging. All right, Uncle Sam. Let's hear from you now, my boss, Alpha. Let's hear from you.
I greet you, boss. I greet you. Okay, firstly, I hope I'm transmitting. Can you guys hear me?
Clearly, loud and clear.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So before Zeus came up, he just said literally two of the. I had four things I wanted to share, and Zeus has just delivered two of them. And so I want to share an experience now from someone very close to me, talking about your environment. Environment is so damn powerful. Now, last year, in the last quarter of last year, I think that was around November or thereabouts. There's this friend of mine who is also in this space, and he wanted to move. He wanted to change his location, so he was looking for a suitable place that he wouldn't need to spend much, so that he will conserve his capital and all of that, and then still live the life. You get that kind of thing. So what happened was that he found a house. Now, when he got this house, he found the price and everything. It was like the thing was so much above his budget, so much above. Though he had the money to pay for that, but the thing is, after paying for that, what next? Furnishing the house and every other thing would become a challenge. You get that kind of thing. So he called me and we talked about it. We were like, okay, what should we do? Should he look for a smaller one for now and just furnish it well? One that you won't pay much. So I told the guy, I said, bro, just pay that money what you see now. Pay and sleep on sleep on mattress. This is literally what I told him. Pay for that house, then sleep on mattress. Because you've paid for that house, you're going to need to work to be able to pay for the next tenureship. Now, what happened was that he paid for the house. After paying for the house, the only thing that guy moved in with was his mattress and some few other things, because he got into this space and he got some jobs and all, so he was seeing some good money. So now, after getting into this place, about a month later, he got a job that covered what he spent. Like, because of this mindset and because of the environment he moved into. He moved into a place that when you wake up and you see your neighbors and you notice that you're the only person that is different, you're going to be motivated to do different. That was the kind of environment he got into. So this thing about environment is so, so very true. Just like where I'm staying right now, myself and my brother, we are the only neighbors here. Okay, okay. I think there's one other person. We are the only people here that don't have any car. Like every other person has a very good vehicle. You come out, you're seeing Benz, you're seeing this, and these are people that are working, like people that are working very. I'm not talking about all the fraudsters and stuff like that. These are people that are doing very well for themselves. So when you come out and you see environments like this, you'll be spurred to do well. You like the motivation for you to work is going to be there, because what Zeus talked about is exactly what the mindset I had when I was in my last place. Like, you wake up and you're seeing people that you're better than. You're like, "Ah, after all, I better pass this kind of person. What I need to put in work for?" It limits you. So that's one thing. Now, what I want to share again, just to add to that, is there's this quote I like pitching out whenever I come on a space, and it's that salt and sugar, salt and sugar are both white, but only one of these attract ants. I'll say it again. Salt and sugar are both white, but only one of them attract ants. Now, here's the gist for this part, because this particular quote has two sides. Now, if you're coming into a space and you want to make it big, and we are talking about principles of wealth creation, there are different avenues to creating wealth. There are different strategies. There are different avenues. Especially in Web3 as well. We have different niches in the space and ways for you to create wealth. Now, how do you stand out from the herd? You get there's this thing Dollar King said. I think I saw on one of his posts some days back. He said, if you continue doing things the way everyone is doing, you're going to be getting the same result everybody's getting. So if everybody is doing something exactly the same way, how can you stand out from every other person? How can you do something different that will make people notice that, okay, this one is different and this particular person is one we would like to work with? Now, this is for anyone who is into the job space, because I'm big into jobs and stuff like that. I started trading, but I paused a little bit and started again, and I lost money. So this is for people who want to get their breakthrough from Web3 jobs and stuff like that. You need to stand out. You need to carve a niche and a unique brand for yourself. Now, this brings me back to that quote that I talked about. Salt and sugar are both white, but only one of them can attract ants. In the same vein, to show uniqueness in everything, in the same vein that only one of them can attract ants, only one of these two can be used to prepare a good dish. You see the two ways this quote goes to show you that every single person is unique. We are all unique in everything that we do. So if you're coming into the space and you want to make it big, please try and be different. Try and do something that we've never seen, something that is very different from what we've been seeing. And also, mindset is very important here. Now, one book that I read, okay, there are actually two, but I'm going to recommend one, and then the other one you can also check it out. One book that I read that changed my mentality big time when it comes to wealth is The Science of Getting Rich. I read that book. Is it Wallace D. Wattles or something? The Science of Getting Rich. Now, this book has this principle. It says that that God has created infinity in the universe. That is to say that whatsoever you wish for can always come to pass. That is why I am someone that I don't believe in this thing that they say resources are finished, that okay, natural resources is not enough, or something is finishing, or natural things that are natural can never finish. Now, this book says that if you desire something to happen, if you desire that the mountain, it's even the same thing that like what Jesus, I'm also a religious person. It's just the same thing that Jesus Christ said. If you desire this mountain to move from this place to another position, it would move. But the question now is, how strong is your desire? Personally, I'm someone that I hardly use certain words for myself. If so, you're someone close to me, you would notice that I have never, even in content, if I create content and there are certain words I would never use on myself. Number one, sapa. Number two, broke. I can never tell myself I'm broke. I can never tell myself I'm experiencing sapa. I have never done that. If anybody that has been around me would notice this, I've never done that because I feel different whenever I say that of myself. It's as if I am not appreciative of what God has structured for me. It says my thoughts towards you are thoughts of good and not of evil. So if God is planning something good for you, then why are you limiting yourself? Are you trying to say that there are things that He cannot do for you? So that's the mindset I have about the whole thing. Then again, if He has created infinity in the universe, that means whatever you need, you can always achieve it. Now, here's another example. This is something that happened recently to show you how powerful this is. Since the beginning of this month, I started something. I started setting. It's something that I've always been doing, but I was not very particular about it. Like I've started doing it this month. So this month, I set different goals every single week. Sometimes it's goals based on my Twitter account. Maybe I'll say, okay, this week I want to get so number of followers and stuff like that. But this particular week, I set a different goal. This particular week, I said, I'm going to get, because I run a crypto marketing agency. So I told myself, we have to get a new client this week. That's what I told myself. I think it was on Monday. Was it on Monday? It was no on Monday or Sunday. I told myself this thing. I set that goal. We are going to get a client this particular week. I had no idea how to get this client because I know how the market is right now. You hear people, and this is another thing about environment. You hear people here and there, they are saying, the market is very bad, that you will not be able to seal jobs, you'll not be able to get this and this. But I'm telling you the fact, there are people in this bear market that are getting good jobs. My guy in this bear market, one of my friends in this bear market, he got a motivation job that is paying $1,000 straight up. Okay, no, it's one. I think it's $1,100 in this bear market. So there are still opportunities in this space. So I told myself, okay, this week, I'm going to get a gig. As an agency, we are going to get a gig, and I had no idea how it was going to come. The only thing I had in mind was, okay, the normal strategy, but with a different mindset towards it. The mindset that I have already achieved it. Because what I always do for myself is that I look at myself 10 years from now. Okay, who would Uncle Sam be 10 years from now? Okay, this is the kind of person he'll be. This is the kind of house he's living. This is the kind of friends he has. This is the kind of connection he has. This is the kind of people he's going around with. This is the kind of influence he has. Okay, so now let's start acting this personality. Now, this is going to bring us to another thing that is always an item of argument. That is it fake it till you make it? And there's another version now. I heard of this other version from his space. I think from Big Joe. Yeah, I heard it on his space. The new one is now face it till you make it or something. So you envision yourself in years to come and then start acting upon it, start having that mindset. If I'm so successful in 10 years to come, what kind of mindset would that successful version of me have? And then I start implementing it. That was the mindset I used this week. And now within a day, I think it was on a Wednesday or thereabout. I think it should be on Wednesday. Within a day, I sealed 2 jobs and they are paying very well with these mindsets to show you that if you speak things into existence, and this is another point, speaking things into existence, if you speak things into existence, the universe would work the universe will just look for a way to make sure it makes those things happen. But at the same time, the question would be, how strong is your willpower? If you're someone that watches superhero movies, you'll know of this character, the Green Lantern. The only thing that limits the power of that superhero is his willpower. That's the only thing that limits it. That's why some people will say that if Batman should have been chosen by that ring, that Batman will be one of the greatest superheroes and stuff like that because of the guy's willpower, all those kind of stuff. So willpower is another very, very important factor here because it applies to the mindset, it applies to how you're facing the way you are moving towards your challenges and stuff like that. So that's one thing I want to also put. Now, the next thing I would like to share is comparison. Because whilst trying to grow, comparison is something that always sneaks in. Comparison, jealousy. It will start with comparison, then jealousy will sneak in, then envy will sneak in. And what I've noticed is that most people that fail in life or fail in whatever they do is that they fail basically because they envy people they should be learning from. That's one of the biggest mistakes most people make. They envy people they should be learning, people that you should walk up to and be like, bro, how did you do this? What did you do to get this particular thing? They instead envy those kind of people because that jealousy has grown to become envy. You get so now comparison is something very important for you to tackle whilst trying to grow. Earlier on in the space, Dollar King talked about having a set of people that gives you that sport to have a healthy competition, and it's so very important. Surrounding yourself with people that you see, okay, this guy is doing better than me. These guys, like, I have personally, I have different sets of friends. Like, I'm different. I have a set of friends that I call, okay, this one is in the wealthy class, or this one is in the this one is in the flexing class, this one is in the badass class. I know different set of people, good, bad, ugly, different set of people for different occasions. So you need to know the kind of it's just like what this quote that says that a man is made up of the is it books he read, the five closest people to him, and I think things that he listens to and his belief and stuff like that, because these people are the people that you have the closest interaction with almost every day. So what are they feeding you? What kind of things are they telling you? The worst thing that can happen to someone is to have, if there was this friend I had who was always very negative, so negative that it became so annoying. I just cut ties with the guy. Like, this is someone that you bring up an idea to the person, you'll be like, bro, what if we start doing something? This was before I even entered crypto, before I even discovered crypto and stuff like that. You bring an idea to the person, because that time, man, no money and stuff like that. Back in school, when your dad would send you 5K or 10K to use it for the month and expect the next one, because I'm from a family of eight. So now imagine taking care of all this. So for your mind, you go follow the reason. I guess support myself, I guess do this kind of thing, and all of that. So now you bring an idea to someone, you're like, bro, what if we start doing something like this? What if we do so? And then the only thing this person comes up with is the negative aspect, negativity. Like, they'll just be looking for problems in a solution. Imagine bringing a solution to someone and someone is trying to, instead of implementing that solution, the person is trying to show you reasons why that solution will not work. Imagine having that kind of person around you. You would never grow with such kind of individuals. So that's another thing, having the right set of people around you for different occasions. This particular thing is what I call this particular thing is what I call people currency, rather, people currency, because the amount of people you have is what is going to make your life change, is what's going to make your level change and stuff like that. So practice that. And so, in summary, the first thing, be shameless. I hardly attend spaces where I don't stress on this. Be shameless. If you know there's something you don't understand, if you know there's something you're willing to learn, please try and learn it. It's just like, personally, I've learned so many things, and currently I'm even looking for a way to add another skill to myself, and that is all these collab things that I want to learn that stuff, and I'm currently looking for someone that is very good at it to learn it from. I'm always looking for ways to learn new things. So be shameless and try to learn and relearn, because this space, everything is changing every single time. That's number one. Number two, discard comparison in all light, in all ramifications, comparison in a way that would be negative. Instead, turn it into healthy competition that will spur you to attain greatness. Then, thirdly, your mindset. Your mindset is so powerful for everything. Just know that the universe is there to support you. If you're spiritual, it's a big plus to you because you know that there's something higher than life that is there to support you attain whatever you plan to achieve. So that's just what I want to share. I don't know. I've noticed that sometimes all these alpha spaces, na night when they do, when I know they sleep.
I mean, it's the Web3 space. This is the time for rituals. So what do you expect? Now we did our own. While men slept, I busy sleep it, So it don't do our blood. But yeah, thank you, Uncle Sam, for that, guys. Quick one. I'm actually in the next 30 minutes. I don't know either anybody, but yeah, you don't talk or you never talk. 2 a.m. sharp, I dey go sleep because I have to. I'm leaving here very very early. Um, what do you want to talk?
Sakesi, before the next person goes, I actually wanted Zeus to clarify something he said because I think it's very, very important. And he mentioned something about it. It's about networking, like people meeting you, expecting you to like give something to get something, some kind of paid relationship. Zeus like talked about it and like talked about it in a negative light. So I wanted to like clarify that from him. What does he think about networking, people meeting you and trying to like be close to you to actually get something from you? If they can actually like give value back to you, do you like accept those kind of relationships? Because the way you spoke about it, I think you don't really like that stuff.
Zeus, you did, yeah. Zeus is yeah. Zeus Alpha. You want to say something?
Okay. I'm back now. Well, I don't know. Everybody is different, but I don't go with being friends with you because of what I want to get, and that's just it. And um, coming on to like this space full on, I experienced a lot of that, and I don't know how to do it. If I'm your guy, I'm your guy, and I want to see you grow, not because of what I want to get from you. A lot of people in the name of networking, it is not networking. It is, how can I use this person to my own advantage? And once you can't be used at that particular time, you are seen as somebody of no value, and if they are moving on to the next person, to me that is not networking. That is just people using people in the name of networking to just scale up the ladder. Is useful, I'm his friend. He's not useful, I don't want to go with him anymore. Let me move on to the next. And I don't know. I don't want to do that. I can't go with that. That's why I'm not. I don't talk with so much. I don't talk with so much people like that. Like, because I know that the people that I know out there, like, I just want to see you grow. If you like, we turn the favor. Or don't. I just want to see my guy, and that's how it is for me. It might be different for other people. They might be cool with, okay, as long as I can get something, use me and move on to the next. But me, I don't know how to go with that. Do you understand me? So, but it might be cool with you, but to me, I don't. I feel like until you face this as a person, you will know how terrible it is. It can be very terrible. Like, it can be crazily terrible and everything. But it's fine, Sha. You'll be safe. I'm acting like this based on experiences I've had with mentees or friends I've met along the way, or I don't want to go all in on stories like that. But I can't make friends with you because of, okay, I have value, you have value, let's exchange. Or and when nobody sees anything to exchange anymore, you are seen as useless. Don't want to do that. Yeah.
like this point of view would spoil many courses that people actually buy to read, because many spaces I've joined, people like come on spaces and tell you that go to these places, meet these big men. If you have this stuff, you can do. Just like ask them for help, they would find value in you. And sometimes I'm
No,
like,
that
this.
is no. I think you are mistaking business kind of networking or something with what I'm talking about. I'm talking about relationships, not that. You going somewhere to just in quote meet big men, show them what you can offer, show them how you can help them make money, how you can. That's business. That is selling yourself. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people building relationships just for the sole purpose of using another person. And once they see that they cannot use this person anymore, is seen as useless. That is what I'm talking about. And it happens a lot in the space. And I'm not cool with building relationships like that. Do you get me?
Yeah, I understand it now. Some
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
So you have to understand my perspective. So that's it.
I think that stuff has literally happened to me a lot of times. Like I've had to decline a couple of because I don't know. Sometimes the thing just I see, like Zeus said, if you never enter the shoe, you won't actually know where it hurts. Like it has happened a lot of no like for real though. Like it has happened a lot of time. Even I think there was a time I was the guy literally I don't know. It happened. There was this guy. Well, let's not go into all those stories because it's so annoying at times when you even find out. Yeah, I think it annoys the more when you even find out that person's motive, be ulterior, whatever, blah blah. But anyhow, Shad, everyone with his or her own opinion. But last we could do all right. And guys, quickly, if you're on this space, I think I've been getting DMs and I'm seeing in comments section, some people are saying, how do we get some kind course, blah blah blah. Look, I don't know for any other person though, but I've shut down access to my to my academy. You can't access again for now. Maybe after I don't tire. Maybe till like March something. Maybe after election, sha. I just want to rest. I
How
don't know.
person won't get wealth now, boy? How person won't get wealth,
Cyrus,
boy?
wait. Man, no stole you. So like, and but currently we're doing a kind of scholarship thing. That's why I pinned it. I pinned it on this space. So we're doing a scholarship thing, but it's just very limited slots. So you can literally apply. Just click on it, and it will tell you what to do and all. You can apply, and do well to follow me, follow the speakers that have imparted solid values to you. Follow Zeus, follow where is this guy? He has left to Marco, Wolf, my co-hosts. All right, stay close to them. Each and every one of them that has literally impacted one way or the other to you. You literally want to stay close to them, and most importantly, this TFC thing is literally every week, every Friday. Sorry, every Saturday. 10 p.m. every Saturday. So we're still going to. For those of you that I'm getting a lot of requests now. Please, I might not be able to bring up everyone. I apologize for that, but at the same time, next week just make sure you are here as well. All right. It's going to be a very interactive one. Don't worry. It's going. The way it's going to be now is, at first, I would teach. All right, teach what I want to teach. Then later on, we'll get questions, contributions from different top-notch speakers, just like we're having today. So that's how it's going to be from now on. All right. So I'll see you guys, each and every one of you, next week, same time. Now let's continue. Like I said, 2 a.m. sharp. I'm rocking the space. He like made a contribute to made the ask question. I'm rocking space. Okay, Uncle Sam was the one that spoke last. So now let's have questions. Yeah, Dennis or Denishi, anyone correct me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Denise.
Oh, you're even a female. See me thinking, oh, I didn't look at you. Sorry, oh, no thanks, Echo. I'm so sorry. Denise. Wow, that's a lovely name. And Denise, do you have a question or do you have a contribution or both?
Okay, I actually have a contribution. I'm going to make it very, very quick so that Cyrus can speak before he kills me in my DM. Okay, so I just wanted to add like to what Zeus was talking about where you are staying, your environment, and the kind of people you relate with like you talk with and relate with on a daily basis affects how you think and you know your ambition to create wealth. And I wanted to use myself as an example because I think it was last year, around January, last 2022 January, I was staying in this self-contained, more like a student lodge, where you have basically students. And the kind of people staying there are basically students who, at night, what they do is everybody just comes outside. Literally, almost all the guys in that lodge were smoking. So what they do is they just come outside. They don't even have job. You just see them with their dirty boxers sitting down smoking, and they wake up the next day, they're rushing to school, coming back. That's basically their lifestyle. And then in our WhatsApp group, same thing. Omo, they literally cut our lights like every day. And then at the end of the day, it's either me that is trying to see how I can run to, make sure the NEPA comes back to fix the light and those kind of stuff. So I made up my mind that I'm done with students, staying with students, living in students lodge, because it was cheap for me and it was very, very convenient for me, to stay in the students lodge. So I made up my mind. That was in June, July. And then I moved out. I went to an estate where there were basically no students. I'm literally like, okay, just me and one of my friends. We are literally the only people that are students in that lodge. Everybody there is either married or dating, either in a relationship. And then it's just me and this my friend who is like a student as well that don't have cars in that estate. Everybody has cars. At night, when you come out, when you step out from your house, in fact, the kind of cars that they park in that estate, you feel like you should go and rob tomorrow so that you can buy your own car and just park and keep. Like you see different types of cars parked at night. So it was not like, okay, I moved into the apartment like that was in July 2022. And then around okay, by January 2023, I don't know how it happened, but I was able to get my own car as well, which I feel it's because of the kind of people I was seeing and the kind of people I was relating with every day. It was not just those students anymore that they basically had nothing to say, so they're basically living their life as they wanted to. That, like, it's as if their life is not even planned. So I would say that affected me as well. And I was able to plan myself well and work towards achieving something which I was able to achieve. So recently, I attended this African Tech Summit in Nairobi, and then I made a post on LinkedIn, and then someone just came to my post and commented, "I need a job," or "I want a job." And then I looked at this guy. I went through his profile. In fact, I was just staring at the comment like, what am I supposed to say? What kind of response am I supposed to give to this guy? You don't even know how I worked, how long I've been planning to attend this event, and then you just come online, you see me making a post, and you feel that, oh, I just woke up from my bed one night, and then the next day I'm attending this event or meeting the kind of people I'm meeting. And then you don't know that me attending this event is not because I have so much, but it's more like a sacrifice I'm trying to make, for something I know I want to achieve. So that's basically what I wanted to point out as well, because I have a friend who believes that um, we should everybody should have one shoe. Why should you buy two shoes? Why should you live in a house? Because the way I pimp my apartment, my TV console, the chairs and everything. I mean, if you enter inside that house, you won't even believe it's a student that is living in there. And then this guy came to visit me one day, and then the next day is calling me and telling me that I spend too much money, I do this, I do that, I travel a lot, I go to places, and and I just laugh and I'm like, okay, see, you know what? You don't want to spend. That is what works for you. Me, when I spend, I earn. So that is what works for me. That is the principle. That's how I've been living my life, and it's been working for me. And when you look at it, when you look at these rich men that everybody wants to be like, how do these people live their life? They get a very expensive perfume. They can afford it actually. So they get an expensive perfume, pay for a very expensive designer's clothes. Now they just take themselves to a very expensive restaurant. They don't have anything to do, but they just sit down there, buy one bottle of drink, and just start drinking. And then before you know it, they start chatting with other rich men that is in that restaurant as well. By that means they are able to network and meet with people that are even better than them. And before you know it, from one talk list to another. They are making deals, they are signing contracts because of that, you know. So like I always say, rich people attract rich people. A rich man will not get attracted to you if you are poor. If you are if you are not dressing well, they won't get attracted to you. And I want to use another example. I know a guy that does interior design. So this guy came to my house. Okay, when I moved into my apartment, I wanted to design the house, and then the guy wore suits to come and meet me, like to come just come and get to come and give me quotation of everything. And then I asked him like, this odd son, you are putting on suits, and it's me you are coming to meet, you are dressing like this. Wetin happen? And then the guy started telling me one story that before he started dressing like this, there was a reason behind it. That why okay, there was like few months back, someone called him for a contract that okay, come and give me quotation. A very big man called him for a contract, come and give me quotation. I want to pimp my house. The man just finished building the house. So this guy went, he just dressed with normal jeans and polo with like normal slides and just went to meet this rich man. So on getting there, he gave the rich man a very fair price, a very fair price. And the rich man said, okay, no problem, I'll call you. Let me think about it, I'll call you back. And then the guy left. Like 2 weeks later, he said he got a call from his friend who is also an interior designer. So the friend told him that okay, that he has another contract in Abuja, that please he should come and help him do this contract. That it's a big contract. He just wants to run to Abuja and finish that contract, but he's going to pay him to be doing this one while he's not around. So when he arrived to meet his friend, he now saw that it was that same contract that that rich man said he was going to call him for. So while he was there, okay, the friend left and him was doing the job. And then that man walked in and saw him and was like, what are you doing here? I did not pay you for this job. What are you doing here? And then he tried explaining to the man that okay, oh, that is his friend though, that he's working for his friend and stuff like that. So the rich man later, after the guy finished the job, he did the job so well. And the rich man was now apologizing to him, like, oh, sorry, it's not as if I did not feel that you can do the job or I don't trust your skills. So it's because when you came to meet me, I was like, based on how you were appearing, I did not believe that you'll be able to, do this job the way I wanted to. And this guy later found out that the friend charged this man times three of what the price that he gave to this rich man. And it's basically because his friend went in a car, in a Lexus car. The friend is always putting on this senator attire and stuff like that. So okay, so that's why like I just really wanted to point out that aspect of I think Zeus, like Zeus said, it's not trying to tell you to live above your means, but the way you present yourself and the kind of people you relate with, you chat with, the kind of people on your WhatsApp alone matters a lot. Because if you have people on your WhatsApp list and the only thing they post is come and buy hair or come and buy lipstick, those some kind of post that in fact will not even inspire you to want to get more, will not even inspire you to want to go the extra mile to do some really, really crazy things that will make you step out of your comfort zone, then just know that you have the wrong type of contact. So that's what I basically just wanted to add. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Denise. Thank you so much, Denise. Out of everything she said, I wanted to just pick something. You see that part that she said on your WhatsApp stuff, you have people that are selling. Some of you on your WhatsApp, whatever, what you have is all these, yeah, Richie adverts, Pablo Escobar, Kinikon, pick. I'm active for deals. Pick up.
Cash up, cash up.
Ashapoa.
You need to think about your life. You are playing with your life. But then, I want to make it to Web3. You want to make it in life. Why am I shouting? Anyhow, don't worry. God go help us all. But then, thank you so much, Denise. Who are we moving on to? Cyrus. Chena, you, Abi. Okay, be like saying that Cyrus. I think all speakers have.
Okay,
Oh yeah, Cyrus.
sharp, sharp. Good
Sharp,
evening.
run.
That
Sorry, good morning.
Papa go sharp sharp. I never speak.
Okay, NSAS, thank you. You will speak now. Good morning, guys. I love this space so much because different information and lots of things passing by. My own principle of wealth
a lot of people have said it so much. My own principle of wealth is the mind. The mind is so powerful that it literally can change your environment. That is how powerful the mind is. I'm this kind of person that I've I've utilized my mind so much that it is actually working for me. And the things I say are actually very powerful. Like the things I say are very powerful. Now there was something that happened. There was something that happened last year. No, it was, sorry, 2021, 2021 December. My laptop was, I was in a particular cafe with my laptop, my old laptop, and the laptop went off when they took the lights, and the person there was like, do change this your desktop. That was what the person said, and the person was like, do change this your desktop. The thing hits me like, the gas thing hits me so much. And I told this guy that, see, guy, give me 2 months. I'm going to change this laptop to a very slick laptop. When I was saying that thing, I had 1,000 naira in my account. I did not know how I was going to get money for a laptop. The laptop I wanted to buy was like 250K. I did not know how I was going to get money, but I told this guy that I was going to get it. And I lie you not, 4th of January 2022, I bought my laptop. I don't know how the money came. The money sure came. I bought my laptop. This is one. Second off, I'm this kind of person that every single thing I picture in my head, I always work towards it, and it works for me. Like it works for me. And this is something you guys should like just have. It's more of you having the skill and having the right mindset, because once you have the skill and have the right mindset, a lot of things will change around your environment. Like your mind can literally control every single thing around your environment. My mom started liking this song One Chance by Shea Vibes, because there's this particular part that says Bondu Bondu Lomako Mide. That is, it's in Bondu that they'll bring my money. Like it's literally you telling yourself that the kind of money I'll be receiving is not the kind of money that is going to be so small. It's going to be in bundles. So this is just me like always singing this song, because I know definitely that that's how my money will be coming. So it's how you picture yourself in the mind and how you say things from your mouth that it should definitely affect your environment. And again, environment plays a major role in your wealth kind of life. Like environment plays a major role. I grew up in this kind of environment that if you have 100,000 naira in your account, you are either a Yahoo boy or you are a Malu boy. A Malu boy is like this northern kind of person that his father is like a senator or House of Reps or one gold seller like that. So that is the kind of environment I stayed. And if I tell somebody that, yo, bro, I make like 10K per day, that's like $20, then they will be like, yo, bro, you dey lie, you dey cap and all. And I had to like move from that particular realm to a very high realm that they were making like close to like 4 digits in a day. And my mindset changed. Like my mindset changed. And the thing about mindset and environment is when your mindset and environment is in a kind of position where every single thing is very high, I bet you that every single thing will work for you. I moved from like spending 500 per day, like 500 was like what I was working on per day, like I was surviving on 500 per day, to like spending close to like 5 digits per day, and it's still not doing me. This is because I reach a level where I know that every single thing I spend, I definitely work towards it. My mind works towards it, and I achieve it in tenfold every single day. So the way you program yourself, it's not about living above your means, because if it's based on living above your means, you might not even spend money. Like you will not even spend money at all. So just have this mindset that you want something, you want you want to reach a particular position, act like you are in that position, and definitely you'll be in that position. It's all a mind game. This world is a mind game. If you understand how the mind works relating to this kind of world we live in, I bet you every single thing will work for you. Every single thing will work for you. Early this year, I got like wrecked, like I lost every single thing I had. But I had a very clear mind. And after having a clear mind, I told myself that, see, I have friends that earn $100 per day. I have friends that earn $500 per day. Why can't I earn so and so per day? And I tell you the truth, I started putting in the work and upgrading my mindset. And I can tell you that, yes, it's working for me. It's definitely working. To be a wealthy person is not even about you having Elon Musk. You can have Elon Musk and still be wealthy, but the thing is, it all works with the mind. Like it all works with the mind. The moment you program your mind to be at a very high level, I bet you that every single thing will follow it in the environment. Thank you very much. That's what I want to say. Make I just sleep, I beg.
Thank you so much, Cyrus. Thank you so much, Cyrus. What's my time now? 1:52. So let's
Eight
quickly hear
minutes.
from NSAS. NSAS, what's up?
Katie, first of all, I want to say congratulations on the partnership. Easy. More wins to come. I did by my Oga Zooks. Hey, God. If only say Zooks know how person take the idol am, therefore don't build status for this guy head.
Zooks,
Very
okay.
quickly.
Zooks.
You say?
No, continue, continue. Sorry, continue.
Okay, very quickly. Time no plenty again. Last thing I mean, they round everything. Well, this word creation thing, one thing what I believe here now, most people financial thermostat, because a lot of people don't even believe they deserve what they want to earn. You understand? Like they no believe say they fit make 20K dollars in a month. It still be there like joke. But if you ask them, they go say, I would like to be making 10K, I would like to be making 20K. But they don't believe it in themselves that I deserve to dey make this kind of money. I don't actually reach the level to dey make this kind of money. Probably because for their life, the highest money when they don't make, they never pass 1K dollars. So when you can't tell person wey dey make 1K dollars, you dey happy, they faji, say you dey make 20K to 30K dollars within seconds, where you go just do one or two transactions. They go believe you for where una dey, but later they go say, oh, this guy dey cap. Talk of when you come there and say him personally or that particular person can actually make it. So it's about that financial thermostat and believing that they can actually achieve something like that. If you can work on these things, you don't overcome the whole challenges where you go come your way, because now that one be the major thing. Believe say you deserve them. You go tell person say, this Tom Ford shoe make sense. So you know go like buy them. You tell you say wetin I wan use am do. Money wey I go take buy 7 pairs of shoe. Now I want to go buy one shoe. I beg carry that thing comot for here. Extravagant lifestyle. He no believe say in leg suppose enter that kind shoe. You understand? So I want to say a very big thank you to everybody wey dey here. Make I allow the round up the next thing.
100,
How now they
100.
take clap these things? I don't know. I know Sabi do this clap.
Na host dey clap. Abiko.
No be Samsung you go use them. No be Samsung you go use
It's
them.
a kind of a magic trick, so it's just for few people. Not
Alaye,
Waiting
calm
is
down with
on it.
that magic
Waiting
trick.
it.
Na lie, yo. Na lie. Update your Twitter. You fit clap if you host
No, no be
space.
your Samsung you go use, sir Casey. Are they serious? No be Samsung they
So
use
now
them.
iPhone they use right now. No wala. I see what you try to do
No,
there, fam. I say it, fam. No wala. Thank you, NSAS. Well, SARS don't they don't end SARS now, but anyhow, I thank you too. Okay, we even have one more person, Kama. Okay, we also have billionaire
Yeah,
son. Ew, I be billionaire prince. Okay, let's quickly just take two of you. Finally, please just 2 minutes. I beg, 2 minutes each. Once 2 minutes don't reach, I'll come on. If you never talk, I'll come on. All right, go on.
okay. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, this is my first time joining you guys on this stuff because majority of the time I do miss it and I'll just save the link, but I don't return there. But this night, I mean, what I just learned majority is just about the mindset, the environment. I mean, seeing the different aspects of everything. From one perspective, I used to believe that okay, making like $1,000 is more like a big money on this place. But this night, I'm more like wow, because earlier this year I set a bucket list that okay, I'm making so changes, I'm making so achievements, and I'm working toward it. But about the money aspect, I was more of like setting $1,000 that okay, I can make this thing out of the Web3, and now I'm seeing myself so low. Well, I must confess, I'm really thrilled with all this session. I mean, this is my first and I don't know, my head is busting already. And I have a question for crypto and taxes, but I think it's offline already. I mean, he speaks great things, though it speaks them, and I would actually love to connect with him, but I've checked up his profile. I don't really know what he's into precisely, but I hope to get a response from him soon.
I think he'll
Thank you
be
very
here
much.
on next week. He said he's gonna be with us constantly or something. I don't know. I think he had somewhere to run. I actually told him to wait because I put in one question which I hit him. So you'll see him next week. Just you say be here next week and you ask him what exactly is it.
Okay.
And please, if you have a target of $1,000, don't, because you're hearing like big guys in the space saying they make that in a week, then you now change your target to like
We
hundred
just go
thousand
lost.
dollars. Then if you are not like,
Yeah, yeah. I
please
was
just
just about to say that
please
now. I was
stick to the
about to say that.
targets, stick to the targets you have already. Try and achieve that first before you start like
But the year
moving to like
Gisli
100K.
Ascara, this is a tell that oh oh they follow this. This will scatter your
But
head.
it's actually good to think big. Oh. It's actually good to think big, but don't go and overdo. Like
No,
if
no,
you
no,
know
it's
you've
good
not
to
made a
but baby
thousand
steps,
dollars.
of course.
They need to
Baby
overdo
steps.
for
If
money. Oh. They need to overdo for money. Oh. I beg.
if
I beg.
you know you've not made $1,000, don't go and set the target of $10,000.
I
Ajay,
will set 100K. I will set 100K. Beat me.
who they talk that thing? Where
And
could that be?
please, another thing I think some people are getting wrongly. If you're living in a place where you like pay 250K and that's basically 10% of what you earn in a year, I don't think that was what Zeus was talking about. Zeus is talking about the situation where you have like 20M in your account, you have like 50M in your account, and you're living in a place where you have to like behave like you have 200K in your account so that people will know that you have 20M in your account. And that stuff like messes with
Yeah,
your
all those kind
mindset.
of things
So
are
if you
village
have
people,
that,
you know.
like if you have, live according to what you have, live where you can actually show you have stuff, like the stuff you get. That's why I always encourage people that if you make profits from crypto, take something out to the real world and actually get something for yourself. That stuff motivates you. And if you are making money and you are not like having real life stuff, you are not living any better, like it will limit you. You won't be motivated, and eventually, trust me, 90% of the time you lose everything. So please live according to your means. Don't like after the space because you heard you saying that and you don't even earn that much already. You are like looking for a 2 million apartment when you are not even making 2 million in a year. So I was talking about living within your means, whatever your means is. I'm just
Sure, call my
clarifying
name
that
if you
too.
don't call my
Sorry,
name.
sorry.
Direct.
I want drop. Casey, Sir Casey, sorry, I want to drop. I
Who
just
be
have to like
this?
say
Who
this
be
thing
this?
before I drop. Like 30 seconds. Okay, so first off, I want every single person listening to me here to do this thing and actually like work towards it. Now, early this year, I made sure that I had quarterly goals. Like every 4 months, I want to achieve something, and I want that thing to be achieved like in that 4 months. Now, I wrote them down and I made sure that in every 4 months I achieved them, and I did lots of things that were related to achieving them. And after I did that, the first week of writing those things, I wrote 12 things for the month, for the first 4 months of the year. And I lie you not, like within the first week of January, I achieved six of those things. Now, writing them down is not going to like happen supernaturally, but I tell you that if you write them down and you work towards achieving it, I tell you that you will like make 40% of the achievement doing that thing. This is one. Second off, Sazus here is like is like a motivation to me. Like when he shows off his shoes rack, when he shows off his shoes rack, it's to
I'm on
ginger
no
me.
even
So this
start.
was what I told
That's
myself.
my
I swear,
contract.
I swear to God, like last year December when I saw his shoe rack, I told myself that this year I want to make sure I get two sneakers every month. And I lie you not, it's working. It don't they go like I don't they go. Zeus, I'm on my way. Oh, I beg,
Are
Otilo,
they original sneakers though? Are they original sneakers though? So don't buy
bro,
knockoff.
bro,
Buy
bro,
knockoff
bro.
though.
I beg. Now Sunday we day, please.
You want a tap? Yeah. Zeus, do you have anything to say about your sneakers? I mean, God, I beg you. No even talk. I don't talk.
my just I think when it comes to my sneakers, is me just satisfying my vanity. I used to go to class with a very torn palm. Like my palm was torn. And I promised myself that if I ever have money to get a shoe, I am never going to stop. And every December I give out like half of my sneakers, and I think I did it last year also. And currently my sneakers is like 52, and yeah, 52 sneakers or something. Well, that is
God, I beg. Me now
I
only
don't
two
know.
I get since
52,
like
52
I've got
for
collect
sneakers,
what?
no be
one,
play.
but
Even ten, na billionaires kind of lifestyle.
No,
I
like
mean,
I don't know.
That
I
actually
think
means
at this rate,
that
it's
actually
just me
means that
satisfying my vanity
Cyrus
though.
has a long way to go because he has only bought two and there are
I
52 more for you.
No, me by
You have to
By
work on
December
it.
I'll give out like half of it and start over again. That's what I do. I don't
I
know.
think I think I
I
think
pay it forward.
it's just something. My own is clothes like outfits. This kind of person I'm
yeah,
obsessed with outfits. Like
I don't have clothes, so I don't have clothes at all.
everybody get waiting.
I can
Everybody
count
get
my
waiting the
clothes.
warrior. Everybody get waiting the warrior.
just say you don't get.
So
But all good, ja. I mean, this stuff is gonna continue. Jesus, billionaire son, I be billionaire prince. Why do you make me call you billionaire son? What's up? What's up?
I beg as they drop your hand, billionaire prince as they drop your hand, just pick give money from your pocket. Just pay am abeg. Because that $1 million with your cover photo, no be cap.
Alpha, wait till you want. Joe asked question. You want to
Yeah,
contribute?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Two
just, I
minutes.
just, I just want to contribute to
Two
my,
minutes. So,
yeah,
I
yeah,
did here when I tell her 2 minutes.
my ideology. So what I want to add is, I actually want to add to what my boss have said, Zeus. You know, I think, I think my dad actually told me something. We were staying in Ajegunle. Stack. For those of us that know where First Stack is in Lagos, all right. Then he said something. When we are staying in Ajegunle, we are actually staying in two-bedroom flats, all right. Then the rest of the people staying. He told me something. He said "Why we moved out. He moved us out from that place is so that because anytime we wake up, we are hearing shouts from different places. You know, this one shouting at this neighbor and this one shouting at this neighbor. And he said, no, it will affect our mind. Says wealth creation starts from the mind. It depends on how, like that. That's why I do tell it's one of the most powerful thing you need. When you can create it in your mind, definitely you will work towards it. Bear it first in your mind. Because when you visualize something, definitely you can create it. You understand? And ever since I came into First Stack, the things I've been seeing has helped my mindset. Shouting we're going beans or the air stay very calm. You won't even know when the car is driving out because the cars that are there are not the one that has noise. These people, if they can do this, I myself also can do it. So I believe each and every one it's well, you have to start work on your mindset. You can read books, listen to motivational speakers. Sometimes they helps change your mindset. Like that you want to achieve that you can achieve. Yeah, thank you so much. That will I'll be stopping for now.
Yeah, no, solid. Very nice that you actually stuck to time and no fight. But yeah, thank you for that. Like, see, mindset, guys. Well, anyway, we still have a long way to go on this discussion. I have, if I show you my notes on this stuff, like what I want to put out to you guys, what I've written, because at times I tend to forget something, so I just write it down. So I have a lot of things to actually put out to you guys. That at least from now till the ending of this year, I don't ever run out of topics. So just make sure you're here next week. All right, we've actually come to the end of this space. I know if I'm so sorry for those of you that I could not bring up. I'm so sorry. We'll definitely have you next week. You would ask your question. Just write it down somewhere. You would ask your questions, and hopefully the speakers that are that came up would actually be available next week. And guys, I am how do you say this? I'm ordaining my co-host now. And he's going to be, if he ever fucks up, would I mean, all of you are here in front of everybody. So Wolf of Crypto Streets, I be Wolf of this your Wolf, can you don't sit
Never
tire me
tell
for
us where you
See
anyhow.
get
wolf
that
like
name.
puppy. See wolf like puppy.
You never tell us where you get that name, people.
Oh boy, I don't
We need
tire.
to
Sha
we need
Wolf.
to
I be sure you
investigate
call
the
am
name
Wolf.
before we ordain and co-host.
Oh boy.
But please,
But
if you, well, please, before like Sakisi concludes the space, please, if you've not learned anything about word creation or anything from any speakers today, at least learn that sometimes take money out from the market and get yourself real life stuff. Get yourself a sneaker. Get yourself some clothes. Like that, those kind of stuff motivates you. Don't be the guy that is like stacking BNB. You only stack BNB, but you don't like stack stuff that will like
I don't
give
know
you a
why
good
some
life.
people are like that. They go just dey
Just
stack, they
Chop
stack
life
money.
before life chop
No,
you.
don't be like
Chop life.
politicians. Just they pack money. You politicians say they even chop life sef. Ha.
as a case, you can just call me Wolf if the full name is too long.
Your
You can
kidney
just say
don't
Wolf.
tire me, but anyhow, Sha they show up every tour you be co-host and um from now on wealth creation and all. So thank you all, each and every one of you that actually came up to speak, from the questions to the contributions to the words of motivation and everything and all. I really appreciate you guys, and I celebrate each and every speaker so far, and not just the speakers, even the listeners. The fact that you even came here and you've been here since, I think this is how many hours now we've been here, and you literally just sat down and you've been it's not easy, and I'm really happy that you guys want to take that step, to wealth creation and all. And I'm very bullish on you guys. I'm rooting for you. I'm busy rooting on you, rooting for you. But at the end of the year, when I make that tweet, that's how many of you have made money, by at least one way or the other, coming in contact with Khaycee, whatever Khaycee has been doing. I want to see your comments at the end of the year, just like I did last year, um, December. And if you check the comment section, you see that a lot of them made millions upon millions, made even thousands, and from giveaways to being students of Khaycee, being students of OPEX. Right now, we're running a scholarship. All right, if you check the pin tweet, you would see it. You can click on it and engage it and follow the instructions. And for some of you that are confused, the fact that I said that the academy is on lockdown, I think our free class is still open. All right, those of you that don't know how to go about Web3 jobs, we have a detailed class on Web3 jobs. You can reach out to me on Twitter here. All right, just send a DM here on Twitter. I would put you through the next steps. Then I would grant that free class. Like I always say, is a no brainer. It's crazy on its own. Like all depends on how well you know relax and put into use, because I personally know the value there, and it's crazy. The results are crazy. A lot of people have made stupid bastard money, like I always say. This year we're making stupid bastard money, and we've already started. We've made a lot so far, and we'll still have tons and tons and tons of money to make. Wealth creation, not just money. We also want to build ourselves in a very, very proper way, not just money and all, social capital, everything that has been said and is going to still be, taught in spaces to come. So I'll see you guys next week. Same time, same Twitter stuff. And for those of you, I understood that some of our friends don't have Twitter. Some of our friends are not on Twitter, this, that. I was getting that DM. Don't worry, there's something I do. I literally upload all these spaces on YouTube. All right, I upload them on YouTube. I think the past two spaces I've uploaded them on YouTube. This one and no, I think I've uploaded episode 7 and 8 on YouTube. So it remains 9. That was last one and this current one. So You're going to see it on YouTube unfailingly before the end of this new week. So we're going to get it on YouTube. If your friend was not able to join, you can always send that to your friend. And stay close to my WhatsApp status because I drop more of updates and announcements there. So thank you so much once again, every speaker. And if you're not following them, do well to follow my co-hosts. Follow Sir Khaycee, which is me. Listen, I'm just a regular guy. I'm just like everybody, you know.
Relating. You say you be relating.
I'll
Make
be
I
a
know hear
regular
that
guy,
thing.
sir.
Make I know
Yes, sir.
hear that thing for your mouth too. Make I know hear that thing. Man, I no believe am in the lie. Now whale una dey see here. Whale.
Wait till it is. I will come out you for speak. You don't say, let me get, let me
I
be.
know say now you get the space, but I dey wait for you for WhatsApp DM. Who go fight up there?
My WhatsApp DM right now is, yeah, oh my God, let's not even go there, but, on God.
Dey-
You all follow
Just dey cap
Cyrus.
yourself. I didn't know how to draw your leg come outside. Dey cap yourself. She be regular guy WhatsApp DM dey choke. No na dey
No,
hear.
like this guy won't. You won't drag me outside. You won't carry me. You won't tell people say I not be regular. She dey whine me. Good night. Y'all go to church. Tell God to forgive your sins and shall go to church. Drink communion. You know, be good. Good night. Bye bye. I'm Robin.
Good night, everyone.